Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is Daniil Medvedev versus Nick Kyrgios. We cannot wait to get into this. This is going to be a cracker. It really is. It's going to be the number 1 seed versus the 23 seed, well, 23rd seed, sorry, even Nick Kyrgios. But Kyrgios has a 3-1 head-to-head against Daniil Medvedev. They've only played once at a Grand Slam, and Daniil Medvedev did win that, and that was earlier this year at the Australian Open. So we're going to break it down play by play. Of course, we're going to have the score up as always, and we will break it down. I cannot wait to get into this. I cannot wait to call it. Should be a cracking match, of course. Lebu Tennis says ready. Popcorn. He's got his popcorn. Says he's ready. Dr. King, or Dr. Koenig, sorry, says hopefully Kyrgios wins. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I like it though. Like it should be getting underway in, I'm saying just about 10 minutes. So we'll see how we get on. But yeah, that'll be good. If they start pretty much on time, that would be nice because we want to see like the schedule's been pretty good. Which is what we'd like to see. Right. Let's get into their route to this stage so far, whilst we wait for the players to come out onto court. So Medvedev has beaten Wu, Rodinek, and Kozlov all in straight sets, easy as you like. Not really been tested, but look, I mean, he's been good, right? He's been good. He's done what he's needed to do without much fuss. Kyrgios has faced Kokkinakis, Bonzi, and JJ Wolf, so I would say slightly better opposition in terms of who he's played, which makes sense given he's 23rd seed, so he's going to have a harder matchups you'd imagine earlier doors. But yeah, Kokkinakis in straights, Bonzi in 4, JJ Wolf in straights. So look, I mean, not really much in it. Of course, Kyrgios dropping the 1 set, but had better opposition to play against, so you can kind of understand it. Then if you look at the head-to-head between the two, you can see here a very, very recent match between Medvedev and Kyrgios coming out on top in 3 sets, utilizing the serve volley a lot, and I guess exploiting Medvedev's deep return position. And he didn't adjust and want to adjust. Interesting to see if he does so today. If he does adjust his return position, will he say, okay, you know what, maybe I'll go up for a little bit in some points or some second serve points even. We'll see. Also, always willing to come forward, Kyrgios, and didn't necessarily always just serve volley, but served, then okay, 1+, then volleyed, or served, 2+, then volleyed. So there's definitely some variation there. He's got loads of different serves to utilize as well. Also on return, I felt like he improved against Medvedev as well. His return generally has improved for Medvedev. It wasn't. He'll look at that and say, "Well, I didn't play my best tennis, and I still just lost." So that would be interesting to see how he approaches this US Open tie. Does he look to adapt a little bit his game? I know he's been looking to be a bit more aggressive at the US Open and also try and come forward as well. He's not the most natural volleyer, but it's definitely something that if he adds to his game, if he adds, a good transition game, a good transition element to his game, is going to improve it even more. But yeah, that was recently, and then Medvedev beat Kyrgios in 4 sets at the Australian Open this year as well. Kyrgios, not really the same player he is at the moment, just because he wasn't, and this wasn't the Nick Kyrgios who I guess has been training consistently, has been playing consistently. This is the one that kind of just rocked up and expected to just win, or just to have fun. So good win for Medvedev, but probably not a good yardstick of where Kyrgios is at today. And then Kyrgios beating Washington and then Rome as well in 3 sets on the clay, actually, which was interesting. So yeah, that's the 4 matches they have played so far. Will Medvedev close the difference in the head-to-head, or will it be an extended lead for Nick Kyrgios? We shall see. So saying 10 past, which should be 6 minutes. I don't think we're going to start then. I think we're going to start more like 15 past, quarter past. Just gonna have a look at what you guys put as the poll. You put 67% so far. So Medvedev, what do you put on the community tab? Because I put one there, and a lot of you voted. 59% for Medvedev. Wow. Yeah, so he's edged it. 211 votes it was as well. So it's not a huge majority, but it's still, you guys are still edging towards Medvedev. And I know a couple of people have said Medvedev in 4 sets as well. I think Medvedev in 4 sets is like probably the most common pick, I would imagine, to be fair. But we shall see. Right. I don't know what the delay is because I'm pretty sure no one is on at the moment on Arthur Ashe. So they should just be able to walk straight on unless one of them has caused the delay, which could be the case. Someone could have been in the toilet for too long. toilet gate, early doors, before the match has even started. Classic. But yeah, 59% of you went for Medvedev. Interesting. And in the poll, we have 71% went Medvedev. Okay. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. It's interesting one because it's just a question of whether Kyrgios can somehow continue to cause problems for Medvedev. But then I guess you look at the one time they played at a Grand Slam, and obviously Medvedev won that. So you're like, oh, okay. Is that the better indicator? And I would say no, just because of how. Yeah, I mean, I'd say no for the pure fact that Kyrgios is a different player now than he was then, even though it was this year. Still not a fair reflection in terms of mentality, especially. Interesting. Yeah, they said 10 past. That's definitely not going to happen. It's already coming up to 10 past, so I'm assuming it's going to get pushed back a little bit more. Let's see as well how long will this match be. It'll be interesting because obviously a 5-setter probably takes us to like 5 a.m. If we have a 3-setter straight set win for someone, it'd probably take us to around 2:33 a.m. That's here in the UK. It's just past midnight now. Right. Whilst you wait as well, let me know in the chat who you backing and why. I'm interested to know. Interesting, there's mixed doubles going on as well. It's Leylah Fernandez is actually partnering Jack Sock, which is cool. Jack Sock, though, did have to pull out against Schwartzman, so I guess it was a type of injury that he probably couldn't continue with maybe on the day, or maybe play singles with, but in doubles it's okay. It must be right. And he's playing doubles, so interesting. And men's singles 4th round, of course. Medvedev versus Kyrgios. Yeah, it's the same quarter past this. That's in another 5 minutes, but still, no one's come out to court, so I'm not sure what's going on. Someone's had a dodgy lunch or something. On the toilet. Hmm. Right, I'll be back in 5 then as we wait. Players aren't out on court yet, so uh, yeah, it'll be a little bit of time, I think. So I'll be I'm back, and it looks like just in time. And so they will be getting underway pretty soon. So the winner of this match, by the way, will play the winner of PCB and Hachanov. So that's look. I'm going to be honest with you. Whoever wins this is going to be the favorite to make the semi-finals for sure. And they will play the winner of Berrettini Rude, which is the one of the first quarterfinals that's been confirmed. And even then, I think they're the favorite there. So whoever wins this for me is the favorite to make the final. Honestly. This is like Venue was saying to me, my friend was saying to me the other day, or today, he was saying, look, this is worthy of being a semi-final. It is. But yeah, I think whoever wins this makes the final. Honestly. Whether it's Medvedev or whether it's Kyrgios. Scare says, let's go, Nick. Okay. Back in Kyrgios. Let's see any more votes. Yeah, quite a few for... Or 55% if you've gone for Medvedev, 45% Kyrgios. Capricorn BG says, expecting an insane match. Yeah, I'm expecting an insane match too, to be honest with you, mate. I really am. I can't wait for this. I genuinely can't wait. I might be a little bit pumped while doing commentary. So, yeah. Let's get into it. This case is Federer in 08 was the last person to defend the US Open titles. I know it's crazy, right? It's been 14 years. No one wants to defend it. Let's quickly shut my door with 2 seconds. Right, so Kyrgios in his vest, basketball jersey, I guess you can call it. Basketball vest and in his the underlayer that he wears. Interesting. Yeah, Capricorn Beach. This match in House of Dragon, one Monday morning, true. Yeah, I watched the first. Oh, let's me. God, I was loud. I watched the first couple of episodes of that. It was actually pretty good. Surprisingly, right? Because you'd think, oh, after Game of Thrones, it's probably not going to be great. It's going to be like a come down, but it's been okay. It's been pretty good so far. But yeah, Sakaya is saying about Federer in 08. I mean, 14 years ago? And it seems to be this elusive Grand Slam for anyone who wins it the year before, and it just seems to be quite random as well. I know, of course, the big three have dominated it, but of course, we've had Stan Wawrinka win it, we've had Cilic win it, we've had Team win it, like Del Potro win it. This says Nike don't sell the sleeveless version that Nick wears, even. Can you imagine, like, Nick buys a shirt and then just gets the sleeves taken out? It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So is it not I thought it was just a basketball jersey, like a Nike basketball jersey. Is it not? I don't know. Apparently not. I'm just warming up serves. And how crucial is the serve going to be for both players? How crucial is the serve going to be in this match? I mean, surely it's the number one biggest factor on who's going to win. Whoever serves best most likely is going to win. I know I hate to simplify like that. There's loads of other elements as well, but if we want to paint it in black and white and really talk about it from a very if we don't want to talk about it in granular level, if we want to talk about it at a very basic level, really the serve return dynamics is where it's going to be won or lost. And normally you look at it and say, well, Medvedev's going to come out on top on that, right? Because he's a better returner. And serving wise, fine, you might say Kyrgios slightly edges it, but he doesn't edge it enough to close the gap on the returning ability. But the tactics that Kyrgios has used in the most recent match they played meant that it did close the gap. So let's see how both players approach this. They're not, they will have their tactics. They'll have their ideas. They're both very intelligent players. So you might even see, tactical change-ups if one player is losing. So I guess 08 was Murray's first Grand Slam final. That's how long. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I still can't believe that Andy Murray never won an Australian Open. Didn't he make like, I swear he made like 5 Australian Open finals. Never won it. Anyway, it's going to be Kyrgios to start off. So he's going to serve first. Mate, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let's go. Let's go. Starts off with an ace down the tee. There we go. Has some of that, and that's definitely well, the first of many from not just Kyrgios, but from Medvedev as well. The first of many for the match. 15 love. First into the net, though. So second serve here for Kyrgios to have a look at. Sorry, for Medvedev to have a look at. Backhand cross court from Medvedev, backhand from Kyrgios. And they get into the backhand to backhand exchange. Down the middle goes Kyrgios. Forehand cross from Medvedev. Forehand on the line from Kyrgios. Backhand cross from the Russian. Backhand from Kyrgios. And he goes down the line. Forehand cross from Medvedev goes long. 30 love Kyrgios. So yeah, Murray made 5 finals. Crazy, right? Yeah. 30 love Kyrgios, by the way, straight away. And a good little start here. But it's going to be interesting to see when they get into longer rallies like that, who's going to win the lion's share of points. You'd imagine Medvedev, right? Backhand to backhand exchange here. Oh, Kyrgios tries to go up the line, goes for broke, misses it. So it is 30-15. Right, Kyrgios 30-15 here. Good set on the tee, but it's a let first serve. Also positive, I guess, from that previous point is Medvedev comfortably returning the first serve, getting to the point, winning it, right? Good first serve down the tee though from Kyrgios from the ad side. And the blocked forehand return from Medvedev goes wide. So 40-15. He's got 2 game points early on in this opening service game. Wow, massive serve down the tee from Kyrgios. And interestingly, Medvedev is not standing really far back. So he's basically said, right, I'm not going to let you, as someone who served and volleyed a lot against me, and obviously he used the wide serves a lot, Kyrgios, and came to the net and served and volleyed. He said, you know what, I'm not going to let you do that. It obviously frustrated him, so he's standing almost on the baseline, very close to the baseline for the first serve return. What that does mean, of course, is that Kyrgios will go down the tee a lot, which he's just been doing, and he'll get some free points. It's just it's a trade-off. So Medvedev's, he's basically conceding the fact that he will lose some of those points because, obviously the serve down the tee gives you less time. He's already stepping in, which gives you less time. So it's a mixture, it's a combination of that. Those 2 things means that he is, of course, going to lose some of those points. But he's saying, look, I would rather that than he's serving volleys. Good serve. Second serve into the middle of the box, though. Backhand to backhand here. Into in goes Kyrgios, and so does Medvedev. And then the forehand from the Russian, as he tries to go into out, goes into the net. So love 15. Kind of all black attire, Medvedev. Good set out wide into the backhand. Backhand to backhand exchange. Kyrgios goes up the line. What a backhand. Medvedev gets there though, scrambles, comes to the net. Kyrgios after the drive volley, and it's a beautiful backhand volley. I have to say, approaches the Medvedev forehand, which is probably the side that you want to approach, and it works. It works to a T. Early signs here that Kyrgios looking to come full when he can. And also looking to, approach the forehand when he can. Fantastic serve, by the way, just there by Medvedev. Slice serve out wide from the juice side ace for him. His first ace of the day. 15-30. So his Nick is not messing around. No, he's not. He's not. Big point coming up here. Block return from Kyrgios. Massive into in. Forehand from Medvedev is missed. He's missed it by a mile as well. 15-40. And that means 2 early breakpoint opportunities here for Nick Kyrgios straight away, putting the US Open defending champion under pressure. Tries to find that slicer out wide. Doesn't find it. So second serve here. From the juice side, of course. Goes into the forehand of KYRGIOS down the middle. Backhand cross from KYRGIOS. Backhand to backhand exchange here. Or Medvedev with a massive, massive, massive backhand. And then a huge forehand cross court from Medvedev. That is massive. Yeah, KYRGIOS there just needs to do better. He's going to approach the forehand. Medvedev's forehand. He can find good angles. He whips it. He can go flatter on it. One breakpoint save, and he saves another with a good serve. Good serve down the tee. Block return from KYRGIOS goes long. So he takes us to juice. How crucial could those two breakpoint save be in this set? I'll tell you that. Could be very crucial. Good serve down the tee. Short return. Oh, lovely little backhand slice drop shot from Medvedev. Love it. Great touch and feel in the net. Normally he'd try and smash that, right? As an approach as a drive backhand, but no, liking it. He's been working on his game around the net from what I've seen in practice as well. It's great to see he's trying to adapt. Let first serve. So it's now game point Medvedev, and he's done really well to save the two break points, especially in that first break point. He, as I said, has looked to be a little bit more aggressive this US Open, this tournament. And you saw a glimpse of it there with the forehand cross-court winner. Good serve from Medvedev, and the forehand from KYRGIOS goes long. He does hold. It's a crucial hold early on. And Medvedev, I think, from what I just heard, gives a come on. He knows how important that was. Because KYRGIOS breaks, and most likely Medvedev then finds himself 3-love down potentially. Okay, serve down tee goes into the net from KYRGIOS. A second serve here. Medvedev is going to have to try and cash in on the second serve points. Can he do so? Good return. Forehand cross court from KYRGIOS. Then goes cross court again. Backhand from Medvedev goes into win. Backhand from KYRGIOS cross court. Then goes backhand up the line. Forehand from Medvedev. Cross court. Forehand to forehand here. Up the line goes Medvedev. Great forehand slice from KYRGIOS down the middle. Then goes cross court. KYRGIOS does with a forehand. Forehand to forehand again. Or clips the baseline cross court. KYRGIOS then tries to go up the line, goes into the net. Got frustrated in the rally and goes up the line a bit too early there. Not the right time to go line there, to be honest. He wasn't really there. Last rally, 20 shots. Those are the kind of rallies that Medvedev will love. KYRGIOS will want to get involved in those. Goes out wide to the backhand. Massive serve. 125 miles per hour, but the spin and the accuracy just incredible. And the backhand from Medvedev goes long by quite a bit. Massive serve down the tee, but he's just missed it, KYRGIOS. That is huge. I'm pretty sure, and both these players will do it at times. If they're feeling pretty good on serve, they will hit occasionally a first serve for a second serve. And I think that's exactly what KYRGIOS has done there. And it's an ace down the tee, 190 miles an hour. Don't think that's a second serve. First serve goes into the net from KYRGIOS. Second serve here. Medvedev's kind of like a meter behind the baseline. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. After a second serve ace, he's just hit a double fault. Zerafine says, good evening, Fazan. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. How are you? Jerome says that second serve replica. Yeah. Second serve ace, eh? Can you hold here, KYRGIOS, after having two breakpoint opportunities? Okay, well, that's a good start. That's a good start. Vertial goes massive serve down the tees, utilizing that a lot on the juice side. I think he's just broached, 130 miles per hour. So 40-30, and it is game point here. KYRGIOS just quickly using his tail. Goes down the tee. Forehand from Medvedev is short. Massive into out forehand from Kyrgios coming forward. And that's when he looks his best, I think. Doesn't want to just... Okay, if it's shorter return, he needs to hit the approach, come forward. The intent's there. Momentum's forward. He hits a clean winner. Doesn't even need to volley. So he does hold 2-1. And interesting to see now how this second service game for Medvedev goes, because after having to save 2 break points, was that just a little bit of of nerves, or not even just nerves, but just a little bit of, just warming into it, really, warming into the match right on serve? Was it just a little bit of that? Or was it a sign of things to come that Kyrgios is going to cause problems for Medvedev on his return? We'll see. Or in the return games, that is. We shall see. We shall see. But I'm very interested. It's been very interesting to see Medvedev after in Canada losing, right, to Kyrgios and having that deep return position that he has pretty much against everyone. He never changes it. He's changed his return position for Kyrgios. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing necessarily, because what I would have said is you change it up, as in vary it throughout the match. He's not. He's basically saying, I'm going to step up. Now, when I say step up, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's on the baseline. He's about a meter behind the baseline. But he's far enough up that he's trying to be proactive on the return and also stop Kyrgios from serving and volleying, right? But as I mentioned earlier, there's a trade-off, because what it does mean is that you're more susceptible to getting ace down the tee, because you've got less time generally anyway from serves down the tee, and also because he stepped up, he's got less time. Also means he could be rushed on the serve out wide, but Kyrgios doesn't have the time or the width, I guess, to access to come to the net and be as comfortable. Medvedev has, the chance to... He makes good contact past Kyrgios or get on the front foot easier, I guess, with that more advanced return position. Jerome says, huge deep shot. Yeah, it was. It really was. Guys, as well, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for tuning in. Medvedev with a good serve out wide. Short return. Puts away the short ball. Medvedev backhand. Goes down the line behind Kyrgios. 15-love. Looks like Medvedev, especially on the juice side, is going to utilize that serve. And that's because Kyrgios' forehand return is worse than his backhand return. Similar to someone like Murray, to be honest with you. Good serve into the forehand again. Goes down the tee. Yeah, massive backhand from Medvedev. He's just swatting these short balls away with his backhand. Goes cross-court easy as you like. 30-love. Kyrgios is going to have to think about how he adjusts, right? Because clearly it's a tactic from Medvedev to go into the forehand. And Kyrgios not able to get the return deep enough here so far. Good serve again. Yeah, seeing them forehand. He tries to go for the drive forehand. Tries to go for the traditional topspin forehand because he's realised that the block forehand has not been good enough. But it goes long. So easy hold looks like here. Yeah, backhand's not got enough depth again from Kyrgios down the line. Massive forehand from Medvedev down the line behind Kyrgios. Easy hold to love. And he's probably held to love in about a minute. And it's one of those super quick service games that we have become accustomed to seeing Medvedev serve out pretty often, to be honest with you, at least a few times in a match. Jerome says, reckon we're going to get some beef in this clash. We haven't in the past, the 4 times they've played. But who knows? Maybe. They're very fiery characters. Could happen. Massive serve down the tee from Kyrgios from the juice side. 132 miles an hour. Yeah, really big serve down the tee. Ace. So that's 4 aces for Kyrgios so far. 1 for the Russian Medvedev. Second serve is a double fault. Sorry, double fault is a let. Lexi says, hello, Fazan. All OMG. Yeah, OMG indeed. Second serve into the backhand of Medvedev. Clips the baseline of the Russian. Kyrgios doesn't move well enough there. Kind of just gets a bit put off, I think, by clipping the baseline and flicks the forehand wide. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a shake of the head from Kyrgios. And that's the type of shot that Kyrgios would have played quite frequently, right? When he wasn't quite mentally there and to compete all the time. But nowadays, you don't see it as much. Massive serve again down the tee. He's having a lot of success on that juice side going down the tee. And it's interesting because both players are having a lot of success with the juice serves, but different tactics. Kyrgios is going down the tee a lot and Medvedev out wide. Massive serve out wide. And backhand from Medvedev goes long. So 40-15, 2 game points here. Zero Fine says if they keep following each other in the scores, I'm predicting a meltdown of sorts from at least one of them. Massive serve out wide from Kyrgios. So he's changed it up on the juice side, and the forehand from Medvedev goes long. A very easy hold for him as well. Not to love, but it's a 15. And we've had already 5 games go. And how long has gone in the match? I was not showing on the screen, but it's not been very long. Must have been, we're talking 20 minutes, right? Been 20 minutes, 5 games, 4 games per 4 minutes per game. Actually, it's not that quick. I mean, not particularly rapid, but not slow either. Rose says Nick iced out. Yeah, he's pretty chilled, to be honest with you. He has been pretty chilled, I think, for pretty much the whole tournament so far. We'll see though. Look, if he goes a set down, if he goes 2 sets down, then you never know with Nick. You can, especially now, you can speak to your boxes and stuff now as well. You could easily explode. Same with Medvedev. I mean, his coach, right? He's told his coach to leave, or he's like abused his coach so much that his coach has left the stadium, and they've got that type of relationship. So both guys are very volatile, especially with their boxes anyway. So we'll see. But for me, the biggest thing that I'm looking out for at the moment is that return position from Medvedev. The fact that he has conceded to step up on return and say that, actually, you know what, my tactic generally of returning against Kyrgios is not good enough is interesting. And I don't know whether it's a sign of maturity and adaptation or whether it's a sign of, not trusting his game enough, if that makes sense. It's an interesting one because I wonder how mentally it plays on his mind. But so far, so good for both players. No breaks of serve yet. Medvedev serving at 2-3 here, looking to level things up. Tries to go down the tee, doesn't. So second serve. This is where I genuinely feel for both players, the second serve return points is so crucial. Goes into the forehand, decent forehand in the middle. We're into the rally now. Forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Medvedev, and Kyrgios tries to go up the line with the backhand. Goes long. So 15 love. You can see just a slight shake of the head from Kyrgios' nose. That was a chance to get a little inroad straight away. He had a second serve to look at, and he's probably thinking, I should be winning that point, because you just never know when you're going to get another second serve. Jerome says, I'm in the chamber. Yeah, chill too. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand to backhand exchange here. Medvedev with a massive backhand cross-court, dragging Kyrgios out, but we're still in the rally. Down the middle go both players now. Again, Medvedev, the aggressive, trying to go cross-court. Medvedev, makes the mistake, though. Kyrgios sticking with him. Medvedev with 2 really big backhands cross-court, dragging Kyrgios out. Kyrgios doing really well to stick with him. And in the end, Medvedev tries to go up the line and goes long. Interesting that Kyrgios induced the mistake from Medvedev there. We would expect it to be the other way around, but I guess that's another thing to look out for, is to see how aggressive Medvedev's going to be. He's not going to be super aggressive, but I think from what I've seen so far in this tournament, he's a little bit more aggressive than maybe we've seen him, this year or generally anyway. Massive serve down the tee from Medvedev, 128 miles an hour, 30-15, huge serving from the Russian. Jerome says, with serve and volley or a net approach shot, should you sprint to the net or should you play to the net? Well, he could serve into the backhand. Massive forehand cross-court from Kyrgios. Sure, ball to put away for Kyrgios. Surely he puts it away. Yes, he does. Just brushes the forehand on the line. 30 all. Yeah, there's a shake of the wrist there. He knows this could be another opportunity. Of course, he did have 2 breakpoint opportunities in the opening return game. Didn't take either of them. And he's looking to open up another one in this one. With a serve volley or a net approach shot, should you sprint to the net or should you play to the net? What do you mean by play to the net, Jerome? Let me know. So you don't necessarily sprint. What you do is you move forward quickly, but not sprint, and you do a split step. Make sure you're on your toes, and then try and move so you can move easily either side. Or massive return from Kyrgios on the second serve. He steps in on the Medvedev second serve, steps in, goes backhand return it into out, and Medvedev tries to scamper and get it back into play. He can't. So it's 30-40. He's asking the crowd to get behind him, Kyrgios. Interesting, right? Because you have to remember, Medvedev is the defending champion. That might get under his nerves. He obviously didn't like it when the Australian Open crowd was against him. So we'll see. Good serve on the tee. Block return from Kyrgios short. Oh, it's a miss. Medvedev's gone into him with a forehand. He's missed it. I tell you, that's a bad miss. That's a really bad miss, and he concedes the break because of it. It was a good serve. It was a short return. Medvedev gets there. Plenty of time. And just whips it and just tries to go way too close to the line. And he misses it in the end. Didn't miss it by much, but it was enough. It was enough. So 4-2 Kyrgios. It's very, very difficult to see how he loses now this set, as he has a little bit of a meltdown. Chrome says off the break. Yeah. So out wide comes forward to the net. Kyrgios, the serve volley out. That shows he's confident, right? Especially with the advanced return position. He's like, I don't care. I can come forward. So yeah, 15 love. Good serve out wide from Kyrgios comes forward. Oh, that's a good return. And the backhand return is quite low, and it's a tough volley for Kyrgios. Wouldn't put it past him to make it. To be honest with you, he nearly did. But just clips the top of the net, 15-0. Interesting that he's trying to shorten the points. He wants to get through this service game quickly. And he knows if he gets it to 5-2, puts pressure on Medvedev, he's just trying to get through this set now without getting broken, right? But he needs to be careful because Medvedev is dangerous, and he could easily break back. Oh, good return. Backhand cross-court from Kyrgios is good. Then goes forehand cross. Forehand from Medvedev. Kyrgios coming to the net. Oh, Kyrgios comes to the net. The backhand pass from Medvedev is ridiculous. It's so low that even Kyrgios is not able to volley that back into play. 15-30. Interesting. Now, that was a mistake, though, you have to say, from Kyrgios, because he approaches the backhand. And approaching the backhand is a big no-no against Medvedev because he hits it so flat. And it's like a sniper. It's so pinpoint. You just don't want to approach that side. You might get an easy volley on the forehand potentially. Backhand, I very much doubt it. So 15-30, he's in a bit of a pickle here after breaking. Needs to find a big first serve. Does find it. It's a good return, though. Short, though. Into out goes Kyrgios. Oh, what's he done? What's he done? Oh, no. And you can see Medvedev trying to get the crowd behind him. And the crowd will do that because they just want to see as long a set as possible, right? So he's clever. He's playing into it. Goes cross-court Kyrgios after the short ball, and he leaves down the line completely open. Medvedev just crunches the backhand up the line. He's got 2 break points here. Good serve out wide, backhand cross from Kyrgios. Then comes forward, puts away the in-twin forehand, does he? Yes, he does, as Medvedev clips the forehand long. And I like the fact that Kyrgios was happy to come to the net there, but approach the forehand. Jerome says, yeah, well, I play at the net. I mean, like, approach cautiously, maybe try and volley as you approach. Yeah, so it depends. Really, it depends on your approach shot. If your approach shot is good, then you might kind of close down the net quicker. If it's not particularly good, you've got to be a bit more cautious. And obviously, you might need to play a volley from a deeper position in the court and then come forward, to transition. They call it transitioning. Good serve down the tee from Kyrgios, but good return from Medvedev. Backhand to backhand here. Of course, he saved 1 break point. Can he save a second here, Kyrgios? Backhand to backhand. Really good from both. On the line goes Kyrgios. Forehand from Medvedev, sticking with him. Down the line goes Kyrgios with a forehand. Backhand cross goes into the net from Kyrgios. Oh no, talking to his box. Not a good sign. He gets broken back here. Medvedev, crucial break at a crucial time. They trade breaks of serve. 3-4. Yeah, Jones says, Medvedev firing back with pumping up the crowd. Exactly. Yeah. Well, who have you guys been voting for? So 56% of you have gone for Medvedev, 44% Kyrgios. Okay. Guys, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for new as well. Thank you for getting involved. Very interesting, right? Very interesting. It just shows it really is a match and a sport of fine margins. Like Kyrgios gets the break, and you're thinking, oh, okay, right, he's going to go 5-2 up. But a couple of, not necessarily mistakes and maybe choices that, he should have maybe made a different choice and didn't make the correct choice anyway. And Medvedev made him pay. I mean, the issue there is Kyrgios coming into the backhand too much. Needs to avoid that. And he'll know that, but he's played him enough times. He's played him twice this year. I think the issue is that anyone else he would have played so far this tournament, that's what he would have been doing. And it would have been the right play to approach the backhand. Sometimes what happens, it's hard to get out of that habit, just to suddenly, stop approaching the backhand, right? In a match, sometimes you got that muscle memory there. So, anyways, let's see how Kyrgios responds. Can he break again? Or Medvedev have a very easy hold here? I think a lot of it depends on the mental state from Kyrgios after just being broken. He could either throw away the return game and it could be 4-all and then he's under pressure. It could be an easy, quick service game from Medvedev, or Kyrgios stays switched on. He's had chances in all but one of Medvedev's service games. So, look, I mean, he served three service games, right? What does that mean? That means that the first one, he had a double break opportunity, didn't take it. Second one was to love fine, but then third one, he had break points, and he did end up taking one in the end. Zerafine says tennis is a game of errors. Rafa Nadal. Yeah, true. Saki wants us thanks for the detailed commentary. No problem at all. First serve goes long from Medvedev. Good second serve, though. Goes down the line with a forehand. Backhand cross from Kyrgios. Backhand up the line from Medvedev. Forehand cross from Kyrgios. And the forehand from Medvedev trying to go cross court. Does get dumped into the net. So it is love 15. So good start from Kyrgios. That's probably a positive sign if you're a Kyrgios fan, that mentally looks like he's okay after the break. I think he would have known that, look, that's probably not he got the tactics slightly wrong in that last game, and it can happen, but he obviously knows that he can get inroads into the Medvedev serve. Well, he can, but not if Medvedev serves a lot of those. Massive ace down the tee. It's 128 miles an hour from the ad side, and that's ace number 3 for Medvedev, 5 for Kyrgios so far today as well. So it's a false second serve here for Kyrgios to have a look at. Needs to try and cash in the second serve points. Oh, that's a bad mistake. And as Zerafine said, tennis is a game full of errors, whereas Rafa Nadal said even. Yeah, second serve into the forehand and tries to go big with the forehand return and goes into the net. It's a bad mistake from Medvedev as he points to someone in the crowd and says, look, I'm waiting for him to sit down. 30-15. Good serve down the tee. Massive slice serve down the tee from the ad side. It's just you can just see it swerving away from the forehand of Kyrgios. Beautiful serve. 40-15. He's clearly just said, I'm going to target your forehand and let's see what you can do about it. Occasionally, he's gone to the backhand side on serve, but generally just gone to the forehand and said, look, you're not hurting me, so I'm going to keep on doing it. Second serve into the body, backhand return from Kyrgios. Massive backhand from Medvedev down the line. And I find this really funny. And this only happens, right, with players who have big serves. They kind of gesture to their box to say, when they have an easier hold, right? When they have an easier hold, they gesture to their box to be like, especially if they've just been broken earlier in the set, like, why did I not do that before? Like, come on, that's what I need to do. Trevor says, what is that earpiece clip some fans have on? That's like a radio clip, so you can listen to people. It won't be me. They don't have access to my radio yet, to my commentary, but yeah, it'll be US Open Radio, says Zerafine exactly. Good serve on the tee from Kyrgios. Backhand isn't made from Medvedev. 133 miles an hour that was. Massive into that forehand from Kyrgios, but Medvedev gets to neutral. Wow. We're in the rally now. The issue is, again, he gets the short ball, Kyrgios. What does he do? He pummels the forehand into the backhand of Medvedev. It's the wrong choice. His backhand is rock solid. Rock solid. You're not going to get many short balls in the backhand. And he makes the mistake, Kyrgios, 50-0. Goes into the net in the end. He's just got to... It doesn't necessarily mean just go to the forehand all the time, but he needs to, when he's going to attack, take the opportunity. Good return, great return from Medvedev. Short ball to attack, and he does with the forehand down the line. And Kyrgios just caught out there. Almost like he wanted to come and serve volley, and then in the end, kind of realized, oh, damn, I don't have enough time because Medvedev returned so quickly, right at his feet, and he's kind of caught in no man's land. So 15-30. Great serve on Tila from the ad side. Short ball to put away. Can he do it this time? He does with an easy smash. Lets it bounce. Puts it away. 30-all. And a little bit of a fist bump to his box to say, yep, I'm still here. I'm still here. I tell you what, this match hasn't disappointed early doors, has it? Traded breaks and, of course, some massive serving, but some massive winners from both as well. Some great rallies. Massive from Kyrgios. Serve down the tee. Gets the ball into the backhand corner, runs around it and hits an in-to-win forehand. Huge winner from Kyrgios. And the serve there was 133 miles an hour. What a return from Medvedev. I have to say, I mean, doing well to return these. Oh, there we go, though. Massive from Nick. And it's a slice serve. He gives Medvedev a little bit of a taste of his own medicine, I guess, with the slice serve down the tee from the ad side. And Medvedev nowhere near getting that back into play. I mean, quite impressed actually with generally how Medvedev's returned, given that he's adjusted his return position. He's been quite good, I have to say. And it's good for him as well because it means that he has a different look, right? The best returners ever, so Nadal and Djokovic, they can return from deep, they can return from closer in, they have the ability to return from different positions and still be just as effective. I feel like for Medvedev, he was always just, I'm going to return deep, which generally is also the Nadal school of thought. But Nadal at times, if it's not working, he will step in, he will try, he will vary it up, and he'll still have some success. And I feel like we've just seen that Medvedev can do the same. Jerome says, who would the winner of this play in the quarterfinals? So they will be playing the winner of Pablo Carreño Busta and Karen Khachanov. That's going on at the moment. It's actually going into a fifth set as well. So that's a good sign for whoever wins this because that player is going to be tired going into it. They'd also be the favorite going into it anyway. But at the moment, it's on serve in the fifth set. It's 1-2 or 2-1 to Khachanov in the fifth set. But Pablo Carreño Busta's 40 love up on his serve. So looking to level things up at 2-all. Looks like that one might have final set tiebreaker written all over it. Yeah, Zero Fine says here PCB or Khachanov. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Guys, as well, thanks for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button, please, if you haven't done so already, and do subscribe if you are new. Really great to have you guys on. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in, you legends. Right, Medvedev goes down the tee. Just misses the first serve. Not by much, though. Second serve here for Kyrgios to have a look at. Serving to stay on the set now, Medvedev, of course. Backhand return goes into the net. Kyrgios moving backwards is a good second serve, I have to say. Let's see, how quick was the second serve? His second serve normally isn't very slow. Yeah, 95 miles an hour. Okay. That's pretty speedy. Jerome says TFO Nadal going to be a good one. Yeah, probably will be. Good second serve from Medvedev. Forehand to forehand exchange. It goes down the line. Kyrgios. Oh, he's missed it. I'll tell you what. That is close. And Kyrgios will be thinking, damn, I should have made that. And he should have. He should have. Just missed the forehand up the line. Oh, huge. So that serve down the tee from Medvedev. 124 miles an hour, 40 love now. 6 aces apiece. Oh, he holds to love. And with absolute ease. Serve out wide. And 120 miles an hour. That is ace number 7, isn't it? Well, ace number 6. Maybe I skipped ahead. So yeah, 6 aces apiece. We're at 5 all here. Are we approaching a tiebreaker? I said it in my preview, and we'll probably get at least one tiebreaker. Looks like that could be the case. We'll see. Zerafine says yes. Yeah, TFO Nadal will be interesting. Agreed. Starts off with an ace out wide. Oh, man. Crazy. Then goes out wide again. Backhand return goes long from Medvedev. 30 love. Crazy. The amount of 3 points both these players get on serve, incredible. Goes out wide, comes to the net. Oh, he's left it. That's a bad lead from Kyrgios. Oh, no. The serve out wide, comes forward to volley. I don't know why he's left that. Might be because Medvedev hits the ball so flat. He probably... Oh, no. Well, then... I don't know. Maybe he thought he'd hit it very, very flat. And I was going to fly long when it didn't. So he doesn't volley. So it ends up being a winner instead just flies past him. Jerome says, oh, nice. Wide serve. Did he put slice on that? Yeah, he did. He did, yeah. Second serve into the backhand of Medvedev. This is a big point coming up now. Then goes forehand on the line. Backhand down the line from Medvedev. Forehand cross from Kyrgios. Then goes backhand cross. Backhand to backhand here. Good depth from Medvedev cross court. But Kyrgios sticking with him. Good depth that clips the baseline. Wow. And that's why I said in my preview as well. He's the only player really. Well, not the only player. He's one of only maybe like 5-6 players on tour that can really hang with Medvedev in the backhand to backhand exchanges. You can see his box. Really nice, mate. Looking good. 40-15 and Kokinakas in his box as well. There's good mate and doubles partner cheering him on. So 2 game points to go 6-5 up and have at least a tiebreaker. Serve volleys. Oh, it's just gone long though. That time didn't leave it. And would have been... Yeah, would have been a win. It's a second serve here. Goes into the forehand. Backhand. Oh, that's a good return from Medvedev. Right to the feet of Kyrgios. And the backhand goes into the net. Oh, Kyrgios moaning about something. Oh, no. Don't do this. I hate when he does this because it's like... Why is he moaning? He's still got a game point. It's just like, I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, let's see. Does it affect him? If he gets taken to juice, he's in trouble. He's in trouble if he gets taken to juice. He needs to hold it. He needs to close that. Oh, he's shaking his head. That's not good. That's not good. Big second serve. Backhand is short, though. Drop shot from Kyrgios. Medvedev gets there. Dinks it. Kyrgios puts it away. Didn't need to. I think it was going wide. But he does. He takes on the volley anyway. Smashes it away. He does hold 6-5. And that's what the crowd wants to see. They want to see him playing tennis. Playing exciting tennis. Not the carry-on. He's saying I played the fastest on tour. I think he got a warning, didn't he? Because of the towel. I don't know. Look, I mean, it's interesting on the towel one because even Nadal says the same thing. There's a few players that do say it, but just the way that he says it just needs to like relax. Just so aggressive, I think, is the issue. his points sometimes are fine and they have some validity, but just could deliver them a bit better, I think. Like, no one wants to be spoken to like that, right? Yeah, you can see it was just going out the little dink from Medvedev, but in the end, didn't matter. Put it away. Jerome says, "Oh boy, yeah." Korea did say Nick's among the fastest between serves, so that's interesting. He is, yeah, he is. Medvedev is the same. I think the issue is is that this isn't an average thing. So on average, he is, but now and then, what he does is he takes his time with a towel because he has issues with it. Just like Nadal has the same thing, and he said it in his post match that when he's really sweaty his hands, he can't grip the racket, so you need the towel. So I think he obviously used the towel in that point, and he exceeded the shot clock. Now that happens maybe once a match, twice a match maximum, and every other point is really, really short. So on average, as you said, Korea said that he will be one of the fastest on tour. Right, Medvedev serving again to stay in the set. Not quite sure whether we're going to have any chance for Kyrgios to break, and he might rue the early breakpoint opportunities he had in that first return game if he doesn't manage to take this set, that is. Second serve into the forehand of Kyrgios. Goes down the middle, Kyrgios. Oh, has he missed that? I tell you what, it's lucky I'm not a line judge or anything because that looked like it was well in. He was in tight with the forehand. I thought he'd gone inside the line there, but he's actually missed it. It's a close call, it says. And how close was it? It was pretty close. Okay, fine. I don't feel so bad on myself now. Good serve out wide, though, from Medvedev on the ad side. 15-all. Jerome said, did they adjust timing since no ball boys can bring towels? No, they haven't. That's been the issue. They should have made it 30 seconds after the ball kids no longer hand them the towels. Yeah, there you go. That's kind of what, both of you have answered it for me. Oh, no, backhand to backhand. And then Kyrgios goes down the line and goes long, though, with it. So 30-15, that has a chance. A big chance there. Oh, goes into the net with the first serve, second serve here for Kyrgios to have a look at. Backhand cross court. Oh, so he makes good contact on it. And that goes in, and Medvedev's in trouble. And Stay just goes wide. So 4-15, 2 game points to go into a tiebreaker. Sarah Fine says, no, they didn't, but they should. Yeah, exactly. They should have. They probably should. I mean, if you're going to ask players to get the towels, that's fine. I mean, I get it. Second serve into the backhand of Kyrgios. Backhand here. Up the line goes Medvedev. Tries to go for broke, interestingly. Very interesting choice. Quite aggressive from Medvedev. Misses it. Goes into the tram lines. So it is 40-30. They still got a game point. So no real reason to panic or anything. But interesting choice. Kyrgios does have a second serve, though, to attack here, potentially. But yeah, backhand cross court. Very good depth. Backhand from Medvedev is very loopy. Massive into and forehand. And the forehand from Medvedev goes wide. Oh. Medvedev saying, what's going on? Saying something to his box about something twice. Someone's talking twice or something. I don't know. So Juice. Interesting. Very interesting. Guys, well over 40 of you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much. Block return from Kyrgios is short. Yeah, well done, Medvedev. Really well played. Goes out wide to the forehand, and that's been an issue for Nick. The issue has just been his returns on the forehand have been subpar, honestly. And the forehand from Medvedev, I mean, he's a sitting duck then at the baseline because Medvedev can, as long as he doesn't miss, he's probably winning that point. So he does have a second serve here. Look at that average rally is 3.6 shots. That's nothing. Massive into-out forehand return. Wins the rally, though. Forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Kyrgios. Cross-court goes. Medvedev slice from Kyrgios. Does go into the tram lines right. We have a tiebreaker. We have a tiebreaker coming up. Wow. Predictions? Let me know your predictions. I'm going to go I don't know. It's difficult. Who's been serving better? I mean, 7 aces for Kyrgios, 6 for Medvedev. Win behind the first serve, 80% for Medvedev, 69% for Kyrgios. I don't know. Tiebreak record 13-7 for Medvedev in 2022, 14-13 for Kyrgios. I'm going to go Kyrgios. I'm going to go 7-5, but I don't know. Either way. Massive serve down the tee to start off from Kyrgios. 132 miles an hour. That will help. That will help. If he can get a little lead, I think he'll win it, if that makes sense. I do think if he's struggling. Oh, someone in the crowd is doing something. Okay, Jerome says 8-6 to Nick. 7-4 Nick. Says Zerafine. Jerome has gone 8-6 Nick. Both gone Kyrgios. Interesting. Good serve on the tee, though, from Medvedev. Forehand is not that bad from Kyrgios, I have to say. It's a block return. It wasn't short. It was deep, but it just sat up, right, because it was a block return. And Medvedev with a massive into-out forehand, I have to say. Really impressed with his willingness to be quite attacking on the forehand. I mean, he's hit 6 forehand winners compared to 3 for Kyrgios. I think it probably just shows how willing he's been to hit through the forehand, and that's been good to see. Second serve into the forehand of Kyrgios. Massive forehand return. Talking of forehands, that is beautiful from Kyrgios. Medvedev tries to hit the second serve into the forehand because he's thinking, I'm not going to get hurt. But little does he know, Kyrgios is going to steps in and crunches it down the line. And it's an absolute bullet. Forehand return winner. He gets the mini break straight away. And he's 2-1 up here. Can he hold his 2 service points? If he does, he'll get a 4-1 lead. So that could have been a crucial point. We'll see. Makes the first serve. Good return, though, from Medvedev. Then into out goes the Russian. Backhand to backhand exchange here. Backhand into the net from Medvedev. So 3-1. So he does hold the first service point. Interesting as well that he's won that rally. That'll be, again, I think that'll be a confidence booster. I'm telling you. For Kyrgios, I feel like he's a massive confidence player, right? He's feeling good. He's playing well. It makes a big difference. 3-1. So that wide comes to the net. Volleys behind. Oh, wow. That's good. It's very good. Drags Medvedev out wide. And the return, the block return. Kyrgios volleys on the backhand side behind Medvedev. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 4-1. Serve into the net from Medvedev. Second serve here for Kyrgios. Have a look at. Backhand on the line from Kyrgios. Forehand cross from Medvedev. Forehand again from Medvedev. Goes behind Kyrgios. And it is 4-2. That was a very, very big point because 5-1, sorry, and I don't see how Medvedev comes back into the tiebreaker. 4-2, and a change of ends, and you're like, okay, Medvedev wins his next service point, right? It's 4-3, and it could get messy. All he needs is one little mini break back against Kyrgios. So there's only one mini break in it, despite it saying 4-2, right? Yeah, Jerome says, oh, that volley placement, good thinking. That was beautiful, says Zerafine. It was, yeah. Good to. I love a bit of a serve volley as well. It's just so different, and it's good to see that we have players who mixing it up with that variety. Kyrgios, he looks so like grumpy. Why? Just like you're winning in a tiebreaker. Chill. Winning sign for Sarah is 20-8 for Medvedev, 16-8 for Kyrgios. Massive serve down the tee from Kyrgios, and Kyrgios is saying there. I think he's basically saying like I should be getting that. So 4-3. He's getting frustrated. I don't know why. He's still in control of the tiebreaker. It's up to him. He holds his service points. He'll win. So it's 4-3 here. It's starting to get tight. Massive serve down the tee from Kyrgios. He's not tight, though. That's a huge serve. 130 miles an hour down the tee. Inch perfect. Paints the line. 5-3. Oh, he will be hoping and praying for another ace like that because it'll put so much pressure on Medvedev. You have 3 set points if he can take this next point. I mean, yeah, look, the difference between 5-4 and then switching to Medvedev serve and 6-3 is just huge. Here you go. Wins the rally here after a second serve. Forehand to forehand. Kyrgios goes massive with a forehand cross court. Medvedev does so well to stick with him, though. Backhand in the middle from Kyrgios. It's a slice forehand, interestingly, from Kyrgios. Backhand cross. Backhand on the line from Medvedev, making Kyrgios move. Down the line goes Kyrgios. Then goes backhand cross. Backhand again from Medvedev. Slice from Kyrgios. Backhand down the line from Medvedev. Forehand cross from Kyrgios. Forehand to forehand here. Oh, and he tries to go down the line. It's not the right time to go down the line. It really wasn't. He was getting pushed back a little bit, and I think he tried to go down the line as almost like a go for broke type scenario. That wasn't the right choice. Now this is where it's going to get sticky for Kyrgios because he is 5-4 up in the tiebreaker, but the issue is Medvedev has 2 service points, and I reckon if he goes 6-5 down Kyrgios, I think he's losing in the end. With these guys, says like watching a penalty shootout. Yeah, in a way it is sometimes, isn't it? Sometimes it is. And then randomly you'll get like a really long rally like that. Right, so he hasn't made his first serve, so Kyrgios has a chance here now. He's got to try and get the mini break now. Can he? Backhand to backhand here. Massive backhand from Kyrgios. Comes forward, goes forehand in the middle. Then goes slice forehand. What is that from Kyrgios? Forehand down the line. Backhand to backhand. He was on the front foot and he's completely, that is poor. He has surrendered power in that rally with that forehand slice. It's a really strange decision. Zerafine says, dang it, yeah, it's 5-5. And he drops the racket. Doesn't smash it. He kind of just, oh no, he does, but he smashes it with it so it goes down. Yeah, there you go. A fist bump from Medvedev. The longer rallies, right? He's winning them. So 5-5. Huge point come. This is massive now. I reckon whoever wins this point wins the tiebreaker. 5-5. Good start wide. Forehand into the net from Kyrgios. Right. I reckon Kyrgios loses the tiebreaker now. That's my prediction. I just think he's mentally not dialed out, but he's got very frustrated. Maybe that's frustrated him. He was 5-3 up in the tiebreaker. He could potentially lose 4 points in a row. So it's set point to Medvedev. And I tell you what, those early break points in the set could really kill him when he looks back at it if he doesn't win the set. Good serve out wide, though. Okay, right. Well, it's still here. He holds his nerve, Kyrgios, so it's still on serve at 6-6. 132 miles an hour out wide. Backhand goes long from Medvedev. Impressive from Kyrgios. Really is. Doesn't fold. Yeah, Zerafine says, Jerome's prediction looking more likely than mine now. Yeah, if he wins the next 2 points, then yeah, definitely. He's got it spot on, hasn't he? Yeah, my prediction and Zerafine's prediction both out the window. Both out the window. Guys, well, thanks for tuning in. Can see 60 or plus, 60 or more of you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to hit that like button, please. A big thumbs up button really does help us out. And do subscribe if you're new. Liking and subscribing just helps us to grow. And it doesn't cost you anything, of course. It's just helps us with our growth and helps you guys get notified when we also upload a new video. We're going to be doing a lot more streams like this. We have been. We also do preview videos, post-match analysis, day roundups as well, all sorts. So do get involved by subscribing as well, becoming part of the family, and also liking the video as well. Good set on the tee from Kyrgios, though. Forehand into out. Backhand from Medvedev. Forehand from Kyrgios into out again. Backhand from Medvedev. He's sticking with him here. Oh, it's a mistake. It's a mistake from Kyrgios. He goes long with the into out forehand. It's 7-6 Medvedev. He's got another set point. It's on his serve. He's going to have that. Oh, no. Oh, no. I did say I couldn't see him taking it. We'll see. Jerome says, bare thunderstorms here in England right now. But yeah, there are. I'm just looking outside my window because I'm in the UK as well. And I'll tell you, I'm getting a bit shook, to be honest with you. I'm getting a bit scared. I was like, oh my god. Normally I wouldn't, but it was just like so like I was like, whoa, crazy. And hear the rain outside as well, despite listening to the match. Right, set point number 2 for Medvedev. Of course, Kyrgios hasn't had one despite being 5-3. I mean, you got to remember he was 5-3 up. 5-3. Was he 5-3? Yeah, 5-3 up. Second serve to the backhand. Massive backhand return from Kyrgios. Oh, man. I tell you what he's going to fight. This is good. This is a good sign. Even if he loses the tiebreaker, I reckon this is a good sign. Second serve into the backhand, and it's a huge backhand return winner from Kyrgios. 7-all. What a tiebreaker. Now I think this point's crucial because for Medvedev, I think, because, well, I don't know. Let's see. A massive surge on the ace. Okay, so Kyrgios says, fine, 8-7. So another set point, but it will be on Kyrgios' serve. Jerome says, huge step in backhand. Yeah, so that was the one, right, that you're thinking, I'm thinking Medvedev takes it. Oh, needs to make that first serve. He hasn't made it. This is no. I'm not quite sure about this. I'm not sure if he's going to win this point now. Second serve. Yeah, see, he's in winter rally now. Backhand to backhand. Kyrgios goes into in with a forehand. Forehand from maybe down the line. Backhand cross from Kyrgios. Kyrgios comes to the net. Oh, what a volley. What a volley. Oh, unbelievable. Goes backhand cross. Drags Medvedev out. Comes to the net. It's a beautiful point from Kyrgios. You have to say, like, he's constructed that point so well. Medvedev is just a rock at the back of the court. But it's the volley from Kyrgios is so good. He's clipped the outside of the line as well. Zero Fine says it's dead silent here in Norway where I live. No win, nothing. Trump says, oh my. Yeah. Crazy, isn't it? Good serve on a tee. Wow. He opens up his first set point. It's a huge serve down the tee. And Medvedev goes long with the backhand return. His box are like clapping him on, like, come on. Jerome says, still out spinning out. Yeah. The issue is, right, is that it's on Medvedev's serve now. And Medvedev will be thinking, or Kyrgios will be thinking, please don't be an ace, because if it's an ace, it's going to be so frustrating. We'll see. Jerome says, how Nick is playing these shots, match point down as man. You mean set point, but yeah. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. Serve down the tee is an ace from Medvedev. I knew it was going to be the case as well. Look at that. 9 aces for Medvedev, 8 for Kyrgios. So they will sit down, right? Because it's a multiple of 6. 18 points gone. And the tiebreaker, 9-all. This is going to go on forever. I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. Average serve speed, I think Medvedev's is 122. Kyrgios is 124. Also, you have to bear in mind there's a few of those slice serves in there which are slower and that they're deliberate on purpose. So I thought Nick would unravel more than he has. Same. I thought he would have lost the tiebreaker already. I thought at 5-3 up, when he conceded that lead in the tiebreaker, I was thinking, okay. And look, most players would. Most players after conceding that lead at 5-3, you're like, damn, and then you end up just losing it. But he's been mentally very solid. And I think if he loses the tiebreak, he's given it a damn good go because he's, saved 3 set points? He's had one opportunity, but it was an ace. You can't do anything with that. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. An ace is an ace. So if it was on his serve, and I'd say it's a different story. Second serve, forehand from Kyrgios down the middle. Then goes slice forehand. Backhand cross from Medvedev, backhand to backhand here. Oh, the backhand from Medvedev goes long, and Medvedev doesn't look happy, and I think he knows why, because it's on now. Kyrgios has a set point on his serve. He's 10-9 up in the tiebreaker. This is the first set point he's had on his serve. I think he's asking his box where he should serve. I love it. Absolutely love it. Because, of course, there's on-court coaching. So he's asking them for something. Go on. Let's see. Can he do it? His first set point on his serve. Oh, he goes into the net. See, that's the problem. Oh, he makes that. Probably wins the point. Now it's 50-50 at this point. Goes into out with the forehand. Backhand from Medvedev. Goes into out again. He's attacking the backhand, interestingly. Then goes into win. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand to forehand exchange here now. Up the line goes Kyrgios. Backhand cross from Medvedev. Backhand from Kyrgios. Slice from Medvedev. Backhand from Kyrgios again. Backhand from Medvedev. Neither player wants to make a mistake. Backhand to backhand here. Oh, and he tries to go up the line. Oh, why? Oh. Oh, yes, he was. He was asking his box where I should serve, and his box didn't respond. So now he's gone mental because it is on-court coaching, so they can say it. They've got shook. They've got shook. They don't want to be wrong. If they tell him to serve somewhere, he doesn't serve. He's going to be like he's going to lose it, right? The backhand, he tries to go for broke down the line, goes into the net. So it's 10-all. Massive point coming up, though. I tell you what, I mean, every point's massive. Yeah, Jones' underarm, no, because he's not standing back. He's not standing far enough back. Good serve out wide from Kyrgios. Then goes drop shot. Oh, it's too good. No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. Medvedev gets there, but can only dink it into the net. He looks at his box, shakes his head. Oh, my God. Oh, Jones' underarm to win the set would have been Bants. It would have been. It would have been. The drop shot was good, and Medvedev still manages to get a racket on it. Just doesn't get it back into play. 11-10 Kyrgios. He's got another set point, but it's going to be on Medvedev's serve. That's why I think he's annoyed, because he knows if I make that first serve, now it's not necessarily his box's fault, but I'm just saying, he knows if he makes that first serve, then he's in business, right? Oh, wow, from Medvedev. This is great play at the net. Oh, again, it smashes his racket. Kyrgios is not happy. He knows, he's like, damn, I keep on having these set points. But so has Medvedev. He saved 3 of them. And Medvedev now saved 2 set points from Kyrgios, that is. Comes to the net. And I have to say, Medvedev, it's a brave choice to come to the net, and it works. Right, second serve here for Kyrgios to have a look at. This is it. I think Kyrgios wins this point. He ends up serving it out next point, so it's huge. Backhand to backhand. Down the line goes Medvedev. Forehand cross from Kyrgios. Forehand from Medvedev down the line. Comes forward, Kyrgios goes drop shot. Medvedev, can he get there? No, he can't. What a drop shot. Wow, that is special. I'll tell you what, this is a special tiebreak. This is one of the best tiebreakers I've seen all year. It might be recency biased, but potentially in my life. Like, it's been so good. 0-5 set, it's only the first set. Exactly. Crazy. That is a ridiculous drop shot. The way he's hit it as well, like he's almost not even looking as he's hit it. That is disgustingly good. Right, set point number 4 for Kyrgios. I think Medvedev's had 3, right? So now he's got past that third one. This is his 4th opportunity, second on serve. Surely he's got to close it out. You'd think, right? But here we are at 12-11. Goes up down the tee. Forehand is short from Medvedev. It's an approach from Kyrgios. It's a forehand slice approach. Medvedev goes long with the forehand passing shot, and he does take the set 13-11. What a tiebreaker. What a set of tennis. Guys, I'll tell you what, I'm here in the UK. It's 1:25. I'm pretty sure this match is going to finish at 6 a.m. What a set of tennis. Kyrgios takes it 7-6. Unbelievable. No one would have guessed 13-11 in the tiebreaker. That is a ridiculous tiebreaker, a ridiculously good set. Let me catch my breath, and then let's get into the stats for the set. Wow. Guys, as well, over 80 of you in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new as well. Really does help us out. Thank you to everyone who is getting involved and liking and subscribing. Really does help us out. Thank you so much. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want to support us even further as well, you can do so by hitting the join button after subscribing, but obviously no obligation with that whatsoever. What's going on? Oh, he's saying that Okay, so he's saying that I think Kyrgios's box on his serve is talking to him. So he's basically saying that they shouldn't do that. So he says, if it happens again, I'm not going to play or something. He's just annoyed he lost a set, right? Understandably. Jerome says, well played both. Wow, says they're fun. Let's go. Kyrgios says, lights up. Yeah, what a set, man. What a set. I tell you what, there's no chance of me falling asleep in that, so that's for sure. 9 aces apiece. One for maybe that. Well, sorry, 9 aces apiece, by the way. Interesting. Just a single double fault for Kyrgios. Look at this, though. Now, the issue, not the issue, but the question mark's going to be, can Kyrgios keep up this first serve percentage? 76%. 55% for Medvedev. 85% first serve points won for Medvedev. 74% for Kyrgios. And look at that. I mean, he's actually had the better of it on both first and second serve, Medvedev, interestingly. When it's on 4 series, 23-9. I mean, I tell you what, this is a ridiculous set of tennis from both. Look at that, 23-9, 21-11. Net points won, 73% for Kyrgios, 67% for Medvedev. Only came in 3 times, though. Kyrgios, 11. I mean, what a set of tennis. Not going to see many better sets of tennis than that, I'll tell you that, in this tournament anyway. So everyone says, Jerome, we were well off with our predictions, though. If you add yours to mine, we're just about there. Jerome says, interesting point, wasn't it? A regular forehand slice and approach to the net, throwing Medvedev off. Yeah, so to be fair, we normally have... they do teach you when you're getting coached that, look, if you slice as an approach to the net, it just means that the opponent can't easily, hit a very good passing shot low over the net, right? Because it's quite tough to then get down low. It does mean you're susceptible to getting lobbed, potentially, but it just means they've got a bit less time. It's a bit more awkward. The weirdness about that one was, I think, as you said, it just threw him off because it wasn't a particularly good forehand slice. It wasn't like a really aggressive one. It was just literally like a little floated one into the forehand. I think Medvedev was a bit like, whoa, what's to do with this? And he ended up trying to overhit it. I'm hoping that Kyrgios doesn't use that in rallies a lot. He used it a little bit in the tiebreaker. Not a massive fan of it unless he's going to approach the net. That's fine. But as a rallying shot, I think it's a bit rubbish, to be honest with you. Like, it doesn't really do much. He did it a couple of times at Wimbledon, or I think it was at Wimbledon in the opening rounds, and I just watched him like, what was he doing? And he got punished for it. He stopped doing it as the tournament went on, so I'm hoping that just gets out of his system. That's fine. Yeah, we got the winner right at least. Yep, that's true. That's true. Guys, well, thanks. Appreciate it. Let's see. 55% of you have gone for Medvedev. 45% Kyrgios. Nice. 23 likes. Come on, let's get to 50 likes ASAP, please. Thank you so much. And let's get the subscriptions coming through as well. Please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It is free, of course. Anyway, Medvedev to serve first. Comes to the net, interestingly. Volleying. And Kyrgios can't pass him. I'm liking it. It's good. Medvedev only came to net 3 times that whole set. And I think once was in the tiebreaker. First one in the second set comes to the net. Interesting, right? Very interesting. Travis says, good points. Thank you. First serve goes long from Medvedev. Second serve for Kyrgios to have a look at now, straight away. Backhand cross is... Oh, he's just missed it. The intent's good. Intent's good, but he's just gone wide with it. Travis says, I'm due to play a slice from a local league. He literally slices every possible point. Any tips? Ooh. Yeah, you need to be patient. Don't overhit. You need to... I'll talk about that in a second, actually. Good serve out wide from Medvedev. And the forehand is ridiculous. Forehand to forehand exchange, a little bit short from Kyrgios. And Medvedev steps in and just unleashes the forehand on the line. 40-love. It looks like it could be a very quick game for Medvedev. And that's a positive sign for him because straight away, Kyrgios, after playing a really long tiebreaker, will have to now serve. And he'll be under pressure. Massive serve out wide from Medvedev. He does hold. Yeah, I mean, there's a few things. So when someone slices all the time, right? I mean, obviously, they're not really going to be able to hurt you a lot. They're looking for you to make a mistake. So you're going to have to do a few things. You probably need to, well, my advice would be, and again, I'm not a professional tennis coach, but my advice would be Try and make sure you don't get sucked into thinking I need to overhit. I need to play really, really aggressively. Of course, if it's there, if it's a shorter slice, then just make sure you. A lot of people, they tend to kind of stay upright and try and flick the forehand or backhand, and that's not a great thing to do. As Kyrgios comes to serve and volley, gets passed over from Medvedev down the line with the backhand. Wow, 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 wow. Medvedev's come out and he's like a man possessed. Should have volleyed behind Medvedev probably, but either way, I mean, great get and gets there, passes him. But yeah, get down low to any short balls. Make sure you've got a solid low base and approach the net as well. Comes to the net and put him under pressure if he slices all the time. Double fault from Kyrgios. Oh no, what's he doing? Don't do this. Love 30. He's in trouble here. He's in trouble. This could be a throwaway set. You know that. I'm telling you now. Yep, double fault. 2 in a row. Love 40. Thing is, that was a massive high for Kyrgios. Just had a break come back. Not quite sure if he's... It'd be interesting to see, actually, how many times he wins the next set after winning a tiebreaker. Because against Medvedev, right, he won the first set in Canada in a tiebreaker and lost the second set, I'm pretty sure. So out wide there from Kyrgios, and the backhand goes long from Medvedev, 130 miles an hour. 1 breakpoint save. Can he save 2 more? Good serve on the tee. Massive into out forehand winner. Wow. Kyrgios is like, yeah, of course I can. Massive serve on the tee and then huge forehand into out. Just easy as you like. Oh, massive serve down the tee from Kyrgios. Wow, ace. And that's 10 aces for Medvedev, 9 for Kyrgios so far. No, 10 apiece. And he's updated it. So he does save 3 break points. Wow. We are at juice. Maybe I was too quick to write off Kyrgios in this set. Right? First sign of adversity, he's going to lose the set. First serve into the net, though. Second serve. Second serve. Oh, double fault. What's going on with the double faults? That's 3 in the game. That's the reason why he is down at the moment. 4 double faults for the... It's not a good sign, by the way. If his serve... I mean, this hopefully is just a one-off game. Because if this keeps on happening, he's screwed. Yeah, 4 double faults so far now. I mean, that's really uncharacteristic for him. Normally, it's 4 double faults in a match, maybe. Not at this point. Good serve into the forehand of Medvedev. Drop shot. Medvedev gets there, though. Or Kyrgios goes to lob him. Smash. Kyrgios goes forehand in the middle. It's a little ding from Medvedev. Comes to the net, Kyrgios. Volleys. Oh, that's his point. He did so well to recover. Then comes to the net. It's not a hard volley. And he volleys into the net. And Medvedev trying to get the crowd behind him. It's interesting, right? Since winning the US Open last year, I think he feels like the crowd should be on his side. So he's trying to G him up, interestingly. He does break 2-love here in the second set. I mean, he should put that volley away. He did really well to actually battle in that point, Kyrgios, honestly, to get to that point. But we're disappointed anyway. Backhand in the middle from Kyrgios. So obviously looking to get a break back. We'll see if he can. Love 15. I think I'd be more disappointed with the fact that he had What? So he had to save 3 break points. He did so, and then he served a double fault to, screw himself basically. Like completely ruined his game massively. 3 double faults killed him. Second serve here. Into the forehand from Kyrgios. Backhand cross from Kyrgios. Backhand to backhand here. Ooh, backhand long from Kyrgios in the end. So 15-all. That was a big opportunity. Love 30. And he's in business. Error is just starting to flow a bit more for Kyrgios in the start of the second set, and that's why I find himself a breakdown. Obviously, the double faults didn't help. 3 in a game. I mean, the fact that he managed to even almost still win it was pretty ridiculous. Anyway, into the rally here. Slice from Kyrgios, cross court of the backhand. Into out goes Medvedev on the forehand. Backhand from Kyrgios goes long. And yeah, see those shots he's not missing in the first set. There has been a bit of a dip. Not a massive dip, but a big enough dip that he finds himself set down here. Sorry, set down? Breakdown. Oh, massive serve down on tee from Medvedev. 40-15. Things what's going to happen is the crowd's going to be on Medvedev's side for this set. And if he wins it, they'll switch back to Kyrgios and they'll keep on doing it like that, basically. Be hilarious. Yeah, Zerafine says, I just hope Nick doesn't fall apart. The first set was very much worth watching. Yeah. Agreed. Second serve here. Into the backhand in the middle from Kyrgios. Then goes backhand to backhand exchange here. Drop shot from Medvedev goes into the net. Interesting choice. 40-30. I mean, I think if he makes that, to be fair, probably wins the point. Fault. So second serve here. Big opportunity for Kyrgios to go to juice. Try and push him. Goes in the middle of the forehand. Backhand to backhand. Massive backhand down the line from... That is huge from Medvedev. There's actually a really good angle found from Kyrgios. Somehow Medvedev gets there, crunches it down the line, and he tries to flick the forehand in Kyrgios and flicks it long. So it is a hold, 3-love. Did he hit a ball in the crowd? The question is going to be, can Kyrgios recover in this set? And the answer to that is probably no. So really, we're looking at probably a one settle. Well, we're probably looking at one settle going into the third set, honestly. If we're being realistic. I mean, look, he could come back, but he just doesn't seem like the type of person to come back here. He seems like the type of person who's a front runner, someone who, look, if he's in front, then yeah, he's massively dangerous. We'll see. We'll see. Guys, well, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Thank you to everyone that has already liked and subscribed. Really appreciate it. You're legends for getting involved as always. Yeah, a bit of a shake of the head from Kyrgios. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Not quite sure. Not quite sure how this one goes. I did say it would go to 5 sets, and I did say Nick to win in 5 sets. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. I also said the smart money would be Medvedev in 4, but who knows? All right, first serve goes wide from Kyrgios. Second serve here. Good second serve. Flipping neck. Massive into out forehand from Kyrgios. That's 121 miles an hour, the second serve, by the way. Forehand to forehand here. Huge from Kyrgios. Then goes backhand down the middle. Tips the baseline, I think. Yep, down the line with a backhand as well. Forehand from Medvedev into the net. I wonder whether this is this might help him a bit because the 3-love, and obviously he's not expected to win the set now. He can probably just unleash it a little bit. Massive serve down the T ace. 118 miles an hour. Wow. 30-love. Zerafine says, which one of these guys will play Hatchnot better? If I'm being honest with you, both beat him pretty comfortably, in my opinion. Drop shot from Kyrgios. Oh, reverse drop shot from Medvedev. Really good. The serve down the tee and then a little dink from Kyrgios. Forehand slice, drop shot. Medvedev gets there and reverse drop shots in with the backhand. 30-15. Tries to go down the tee, just misses it. So second serve here. Or forehand into out goes Medvedev, them up the line. Forehand from Kyrgios is massive. Comes forward, goes backhand, drop shot. Medvedev gets there, but Kyrgios reads it, gets across, and hits the volley past the outstretch. Medvedev 40-15. What I would say is that Medvedev will frustrate Hatchnot more. He'll make him make a lot of errors. So I think generally, if you're talking about most players, in terms of who's going to frustrate you more, it'll be Medvedev. Of course, Kyrgios has the ability to be anyone because of how well he serves. Massive serve down the tee from Kyrgios, and the return from Medvedev goes wide. Shake of the head from Kyrgios. He's a happy bunny. He's like, how am I break down? Oh, no, you tell me. You tell me, Nick. You tell me. It's that one game, right? It completely destroyed him because 3 double faults. I mean, he's going to be... That's why he's seething. Because really, doesn't serve those 3 double faults. It's 2-all. And you're in a similar position as the first set. Massive serve down the tee there by Medvedev. Ace number 12 as well. First serve goes long. Second serve. Can Kyrgios capitalize on it? Backhand cross. Backhand again from Kyrgios. Then goes down the line. Forehand from Medvedev into the net. 15-all. Right. Okay. I guess the big question mark's going to be, can Kyrgios somehow get the break back? I need a bit of fortune. A few second serves, that's for sure. Okay, he's going to get another one. That looked like it was an ace down the tee from Medvedev, but it's not. So big opportunity here now. Second serve. Forehand cross from Medvedev is big. And the forehand from Medvedev goes long. Trying to just really just ease it back into play because the return was so big from Kyrgios. Medvedev just tried to push it back in and deflect it, but instead can't handle it, so it goes long. Oh, massive ace out wide from Medvedev. It really is. 30-all. Huge point as well to do on. Huge point to do on. So he's got another second serve, though. This is it. These second serve points, you just got to try and cash in. Can you open up a break point here? We'll see. Backhand goes into in, then backhand cross. Backhand to backhand exchange. Up the line goes Medvedev. What a backhand. Oh, forehand slice from Kyrgios. Trying to defensively stay on the point. And just clips top of the net court, stays on its side. So, very interesting. Yeah, see, that was it, I think. He needs to win that point because, first serve goes in from Medvedev. Return from Kyrgios goes long. And the issue is, both these guys are such good servers. you have to take every opportunity you get to try and break. And Kyrgios, look, I mean, he didn't play a bad point, didn't play a bad return game, but need to play you have to play a very good return game, right? Generally against these guys, unless you get a gift. And I think the only person that's given a gift has been Kyrgios with those 3 double faults in that game early in the set. But apart from that, there's been none. Yeah, just showing the replay of some of the points played so far. And look, it's been a very entertaining match. What I will say is that Kyrgios, if he's going to lose a set, which is looking pretty likely now, he can't let it get to him. One set always, there's no issue, and it shouldn't. He should be able to just say, you know what, I'll come back out in third set and compete and come back and win, right? And go 2 sets to 1 up. I don't think he's going to break Medvedev at like 5-3. He might be able to do it at 4-2 if he holds here. But I feel like it's now or never, right? It's really now or never. He'll need to win the next 3 games. It's doable in a way. I mean, he needs to obviously look after his own serve first. And then on Medvedev's serve, hope for quite a few second serves. We'll see. Right, serving at 1-4 here in the second set. Kyrgios, of course, took the first set 13-11 in a tiebreaker. And what a tiebreaker it was. So down the tee from Kyrgios. Then goes drop shot. Medvedev gets there though. Oh, he just goes long. Just. Clearly a tactic that Kyrgios is going to use. I guess it makes sense with Medvedev so far back, but obviously he doesn't want to overuse it because Medvedev generally is so good at getting up to short balls and drop shots. Goes into the body. Backhand at the line from Kyrgios. Goes long. Yeah, it goes long. 15-0. Yeah, shaking the head from Kyrgios. Not happy. Right, faults a second serve here. I did say as well, would he be able to keep up that first set percentage in this set? Because I think it was like 76% in the first set. He definitely hasn't. Yeah, see, double fault again. It's double fault number 5. It's becoming a habit. 15-30. Serve goes out wide and it's not made. Oh, this is a throwaway set, I think. Backhand to backhand anyway. Yep, goes into the net. 15-40. The problem is, right, as Zerafine said, like, you just hope that he doesn't fall apart. And he shouldn't, because he's been pretty sturdy since the start of Wimbledon. So what I'm thinking is that, okay, fine, like, get out of your system. They're set, but he's going to have to reset for the next set. Big time. Goes to the net. Volley from Kyrgios. Medvedev gets there. Yeah, he does do really well. Medvedev just crunches at the feet of Kyrgios. His sitting duck. And he does break him again. So 5-1. And he'll serve for the set. Looking, of course, to get the breadstick. Right? Wait for the scoreboard to update as well. Yeah, if I was Kyrgios, I'd just absolutely crunch the returns here. Try and see what I can do to just acclimatise myself better, or just read his serve better, and just figure out this set. It's fine. It's done. Set's done. Good serve. Massive forehand at the feet of Medvedev. Kyrgios tries to go backhand cross, misses it. 15 love. Then goes down the tee. Forehand from Kyrgios goes long. 30 love. Medvedev's so quick in between points when he's serving like this. When he's winning points quickly on the serve, he just gets through the service game so quickly. Slices it out wide from Medvedev, then goes into the net on the backhand. Zerafine says, all the air seems to have gone out of Nick. No, it's a little. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be okay. Right, second serve here for Kyrgios to have a look at. 30-15. Steps in, goes backhand cross. Backhand from Medvedev goes long. So what he needs to do really is, what he's doing right now is see what's going to work on return, see what's not going to work, and then make sure that he adapts come the third set, and then just avoid the double faults. If he hadn't double faulted, he wouldn't be in this predicament. The second break of serve, I think, he knew the set was gone, I think. That was a problem. Well, it wasn't gone, but it's close, right? Anyway, forehand cross from Kyrgios, backhand goes long from Medvedev. Looks like he might be able to prolong the inevitable. He does have a break point. Now you're thinking, hold on, if he held serve the previous game and not being so blasé about it, he could have broken back and be back on serve. Anyway, backhand from Medvedev, massive into and forehand from Kyrgios. Surely there's no great escape here, though. Surely. That should give him some confidence at least to say, look, okay, I may still lose the set, but look, I can break him. He broke obviously in the first set, but I feel like maybe he was a little bit. What's the word? Just annoyed this set that didn't get close, and he has in the end, right, in this set now. Interesting as well, right? Because he smashed his racket twice in the tiebreak in the first set, still managed to take it, which is interesting. Kyrgios is a strange cat sometimes, as Medvedev would say. If you hold serve though, 5-3, can you make it interesting? I don't know. But he'll be thinking about that now, that kind of throwaway service game at 4-1. Sorry, 4-1? 4-1. And he'll be thinking, man, I threw that away. If I hadn't thrown it away, right, if he'd been 4-2, it would be 4-3 right now. And he'd be serving. And it would be, he was basically serving to level things up. The set, it shows, right? It's not over till it's over. It's really not. Kind of just assumed that he was going to lose. And it's kind of come back to bite him a little bit. We'll see. He's serving to stay in the set here, Kyrgios. If he holds, it'll be interesting to see. I think Medvedev will close it out, but you never know. Right, let first serve. Massive serve down the tee from Kyrgios, 15 love. Interestingly, we haven't seen any double faults from Medvedev, by the way, which is pretty damn impressive. He normally will serve the odd one as well. Goes out wide, does Kyrgios, but the call is a fault. Second serve into the backhand right at the feet With Kyrgios goes into out of the forehand slice into the net. Really good backhand from Medvedev, drags him out. 50-0. So out wide, yep, and the backhand, sorry, the forehand from Medvedev goes into the net. So 30-15. Tries to go out wide from the ad side, but misses his spot. So second serve here. Oh, let second serve. Don't double fault, Nick. Come on. Give yourself a chance. Second serve into backhand. Backhand goes long from Medvedev, so he does. He does give himself a chance. 40-15. Well, I was hoping this thing goes to a 5-set thriller so Kyrgios can chill for a sec. What do you mean? Good serve on T from Kyrgios. And the backhand goes long. So now is where it gets interesting because he will be thinking, damn, like, how have I got broken twice on my serve? For one. And two, it would be 4 at the stage. And all to play for, even if he just avoided getting broken once. Sorry, avoided getting broken twice even. So right, serving for the set again. Can Kyrgios do something here and break him back again? We'll see. Good serve out wide though. Forehand cross court from Kyrgios. Then forehand goes long though from the Australian. So 15 love Medvedev. Goes on the tee. Block return from Kyrgios. Can he pass him at the net? Oh, he can't because doesn't make its way over the net. Like the intent from Medvedev come to the net. And Kyrgios, it's not. Yeah, trying to go right at Medvedev there. Should try to go either side. It's the rally here. Backhand from Medvedev's massive. Sorry, from Kyrgios' massive cross court. Then goes huge with the in-twin forehand. I mean, we're talking like this is serious power. The backhand and forehand there from Kyrgios is ridiculously good. 30-15. Block return from Kyrgios. Forehand cross court from Medvedev goes into the net. Right, now it's tasty. It's 30-all. Surely he can't break here. I mean, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? He's 5-1 down. If he breaks, it would be 5-4, and then he'd serve to level things up. Oh, why has he done that? He's gone for broke Kyrgios. First serve out wide, and he's gone for the forehand down the line. 40-30 set point. This set could have been very different. Well, I think he's going to close it out. There you go, second serve. Forehand from Kyrgios down the middle. Forehand into out from Medvedev's missed. Wow. We're at juice. What a miss. He does tend to miss quite a few forehands in the mid-court. Medvedev, I've noticed. Oh, I look very close. Goes down the tee with the first serve, just misses it. That looked very close. Good forehand from Kyrgios, wins the rally. Backhand on the line. Forehand on the line from Medvedev is really good. It clips the baseline. Kyrgios can't believe it. Shake of the head. Yeah, it's clipped the back of the line. So set point number 2. Goes on the tee. Forehand from Kyrgios, then backhand cross court. Backhand to backhand here. Down the line goes Kyrgios, just misses it. Right, he does lose a set. I'll tell you what, though, probably shouldn't have. In the end, if we look at it, as in, well, shouldn't have lost at 6-3. He should have at least kind of tried to push him to tiebreak. He could have easily. Some kind of glaring mistakes. He's like, "Can I get some white towels? You know how sweaty and humid it is." So funny. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Not quite sure how the next set goes. Is the I don't know, because at the back end of that set, you almost feel like Kyrgios had the momentum, despite obviously Medvedev closing it out. But he started to gain momentum, but then Medvedev dominated the set generally. Obviously, there's some issues with the double faults and a few more errors from Kyrgios as well. There's also the added dynamic of Medvedev coming to the net in that set more. Let's have a look at the stats. So 4 aces for Medvedev, 3 for Kyrgios, 4 double faults. Those are the killers really in this set. The first set percentage did dip. I did say, is he going to be able to carry on serving at 76%? He couldn't. 64% for Medvedev. First set points won around the same at 72% and 71%. Second set points won. Look at the difference here: 30% for Kyrgios, 50% for Medvedev. I mean, to be fair, so he lost 7 points by the second serve, but 4 of those are double faults. Break points saved 3 out of 5 for Kyrgios. Obviously, none for Medvedev. Got broken that one time. Winners unforced errors 7 apiece in terms of winners. Unforced errors 4 for Medvedev, 12 for Kyrgios. So you can see there, obviously, a positive winner to unforced error ratio there for Medvedev, not for Kyrgios. And that's been the difference. Both came to the net 5 times. Kyrgios limiting the amount of times he came to the net this set, which I'm not quite sure if that's a good plan. Whereas with Medvedev, he came to the net 5 times as well, which is good to see him coming forward. And there's 3 out of 5 points won behind the net or at the net for Medvedev, 2 out of 5 for Kyrgios. Let's see, what's the distance covered actually? I'm interested. That's one of the stats. 510 meters for Kyrgios, 516 for Medvedev. That's the set 2. What was set 1? Must be around 700 for both. No, 1,180 for Medvedev, 1,214 for Kyrgios. Wow, almost double. Right. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just going to stretch my legs. Serving first, Kyrgios, massive serve out wide to start off. 108 miles an hour. So I think it's a big slice serve, actually. It's 108? 15 love. Goes out wide this time against the backhand side this time, though. Backhand to backhand here. Up the line goes Kyrgios. Then goes forehand up the line. Backhand cross court from Medvedev. Slice from Kyrgios. Goes cross court with a forehand. Then goes backhand cross into the net. The issue, the issue is when he's going forehand down the line, he's not really going down the line. He's almost going down the middle, but because it's a bit of a loopier forehand, like it sits up, and Medvedev then is able, because it sits up, it means that he's got more of an angle to hit with the backhand cross, and he's getting dragged out a little bit, Kyrgios there, so he needs to be careful or flatten out the forehand a little bit. Not so much as hyper aggressive, but enough. Good serve on the tee from the juice side, and the backhand side goes into the net from Medvedev. But even if he flattens the forehand a little bit, like if he flattens the forehand in the middle, that's better than I think him going loopy, kind of trying to go down the line with the depth there. And make sure, obviously, you stick your depth. Well, that you stick to the depth that you need. But yeah, I think needs to flatten it. But anyway, good serve into the forehand of Medvedev. A slice return into him with the forehand, Kyrgios. And Medvedev does really well there. Great depth on the forehand down the middle and wins the rally backhand to backhand. Slice backhand from Medvedev. Drop shot from Kyrgios is unbelievably good. I have to say that we don't really see many slices from Medvedev, and that slice wasn't the best. And Kyrgios just said thank you. I just dinked a little drop shot in return. So 40-15, good start from Kyrgios. And he served second in the second set. So interesting. Anyway, short ball for Kyrgios to put away. Can he? No, he can't. Oh, it's poor. Again, approaching the backhand. I mean, has he not learned not to do that? Good serve. It's a short ball. He steps in and goes backhand cross court into the... Why? Just silly. And guess what? He gets a backhand right at his feet to try and volley. And it's impossible to volley. So 40-30. Good serve on the tee, though. And that's what he needed as the return goes wide. He does hold 1-love in this third set. It's 1 set all, of course. So this is big set. Every set from now on is a big set, of course. 51% of you, by the way, have gone for Kyrgios. Wow, 49% Medvedev. Very interesting. Remember to that like button and subscribe if you're new as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Great to have you guys on, as always. As always. As always. Interesting. Right, so Medvedev serving. Now we're going to see what's going to go on. Well, here we go. Comes to the net, Medvedev. Oh, interesting. And Kyrgios doesn't pass him, but he does well enough with the backhand on the line. And Medvedev volleys into the net. It's a tough volley, to be fair. Very tough volley. Love 15. So he's approached the Kyrgios backhand as well. Is that the right option? Don't know. Anyway, served on the tee from the ad side, 15-all. And he served so quickly, the cameraman's barely kept up with him there. 15-all. Right, so faults a second serve here. And Kyrgios open up something here early in the third set. Backhand goes into it, and then backhand cross is massive. Somehow Medvedev gets it back. Forehand cross. Kyrgios comes to the net, volleys behind him. That is ridiculously good. That is so good. Backhand cross, then goes forehand cross, comes to the net, volleys behind Medvedev. I mean, that is just so good. He realizing that point, right? I'm hitting the ball so hard, but he's still getting everything back. And he just realized I have to close down the net. And he did so. Takes it early, obviously, on the volley. 15-30. Big point coming up. Surely he's going to go serve down the tee again. Now, this will question whether Kyrgios can get it, though. No, he goes out wide. Backhand slice. Forehand into out from maybe that was good. Oh, it's backhand slice from Kyrgios. He slipped. Oh, that's a killer. Oh, he's on the floor. It's not good. Probably just a little twist. Maybe I'm going over to check if he's okay. He's, you know what? It's really distracting when someone slips. Someone slipped against me the other day, and I missed like a really easy backhand because I was so distracted. Like I basically saw them slipping. First of all, I didn't think they were going to get to the serve, and then they got to the serve and they slipped like there's like a netting, and I fell over, and I was just like, oh wait, hold on. Oh, he actually made the ball back in, and I hit the backhand. I didn't hit it wide. I was like, flip it out. But Medvedev had no issues with that, just brushed it away. So 30, that was a crucial point as well. Damn, he's probably thinking, I can't believe it. Bad time to slip, eh? Probably would have lost the point anyway. He was on the back foot, but never know. Oh, just misses the first serve. I mean, both these guys really do go close to the lines with the serve. Second serve here. Forehand cross from Kyrgios, then slice. Goes in twin with the forehand. Does Medvedev forehand from Kyrgios up the line. Comes to the net. Medvedev. It's a volley. Kyrgios gets there though. Oh! What silliness from Kyrgios. Huh? Oh, what? What's he doing? Oh, what is he doing? He's just burnt. What is he doing? So he's hit the forehand on the line, and Medvedev is clearly like going. Like it's staying on his side, and he's gone over to the other side of the net and hit it. So he's lost the point. Oh, you idiot! What is he doing? So he's lost the point. There would have been break point. Oh, you absolute nutter! Seriously, that is just stupidity. That is absolute stupidity. What was the point of that? And Medvedev goes out wide with the serve, and the backhand doesn't go into play. That is just stupid, 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 stupid. Like if you're playing a game of tennis in the park with your mates, fine, but it's just ridiculous. Like he should know that's not going to be his point because the ball hasn't hit the ground yet. What's he doing? So into the body from Kyrgios, backhand down the line, forehand from Medvedev, then goes drop shot. Medvedev gets there, but can't get over the net. So 15-love. Mate, I tell you what, if he loses this set, like he will look back to that and say, "What the hell was I doing?" Because he would have got at least juice, right? Anyway, forehand from Medvedev. Forehand to forehand exchange here. Up the line goes Medvedev. It's a backhand slice from Kyrgios. Forehand cross from the Russian. Forehand slice from Kyrgios. Ooh, little short slice from Medvedev's not good enough though. And he crunches the forehand very deep into the forehand corner of Medvedev. And he goes long. Life says, man, that was weird. Zero finds only Nick Kyrgios, only him. Oh, Kyrgios, man. It just kills me. Like he's playing against the one-on-one in the world, right? And you're just like, it's just like kid in a flipping candy shop sometimes. Anyway, good serve out wide. It's a volley, interesting. Takes it kind of half court. Wins the rally here, though. Good play from Medvedev. He's still sticking with him here now. Forehand. Oh, it's bad. Then tries to go massive with the forehand on the line. Kyrgios goes into the net. Not quite sure whether these are what these signs are. I mean, the sign of like, he would have known it was a break point if he doesn't hit that. Instead, he hits that stupid volley, like running over the net, like running across the other side of the net. I don't know. Sometimes I just can't figure him out. He's just such a weird player sometimes to to watch. Anyway, good serve on the tee from KYRGIOS from the ad side. 40-15. He's he's one of my favorite players to watch, KYRGIOS. Style wise, when he does stuff like that, it's like just tear your hair out, man. Tear your hair out stuff. First serve into the net, second serve here for Medvedev to have a look at. Goes into the backhand. Backhand goes long from Medvedev, 2-1. New balls for Medvedev to have a go with next service game. Why is he? Can I say something? Him telling the chair umpire to use their common sense is the most ironic thing ever after he's just done that last game. Use your common sense. I mean, if she's starting the clock when he's at the net, fine. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Anyway, guys, as well, thank you so much for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Apologies for a little bit of a rant there, but it's just like I couldn't believe what I was watching, honestly. Please remember to smash the like button and subscribe if you are new. Ivan says, I've never seen this in my life, really. There's a reason for that, Ivan, because no one's stupid enough to do it. I love KYRGIOS. I genuinely love him, but that was just stupidity. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm liking this. Great Hot Dog says KYRGIOS has this, not going to lie. Let's see. Great Hot Dog says, which one do you support? I mean, I like both players, but I'm hoping KYRGIOS wins, actually, to be honest with you. Just because he's one of my favorite players to watch. He's not my favorite player, but he's one of my favorite players to watch. I really like Medvedev as well, though. I wouldn't be really upset if he loses, but yeah. There you go. Ace starts off from Medvedev. Classic, right? Yeah, Sting's my favorite player. Nice. Oh, second serve from Medvedev. Wow. Right, second serve ace down the tee from the ad side. Guys, if you are a fan of Medvedev, please do remember to smash the subscribe button. If you're a fan of KYRGIOS, please remember to hit the subscribe button as well. And if you're a fan of both, remember to hit the like button. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow. Ace down the tee, 40 love. Great Hot Dog says, I would be really mad if he loses. You go backhand to backhand. Up the line goes KYRGIOS. Then goes forehand cross. Wow. Wow. What a forehand. Right, 40-15. Oh, just missed the first serve. Maybe their second serve. Or forehand down the middle from KYRGIOS. Then goes cross court. Forehand. Oh, what a forehand again. Whips it cross court, KYRGIOS. That is ridiculous. That is 2 running forehands cross court in a row that he's hit for a winner. That's ridiculous. All right, let's see. Is he going to do another running jump smash by running over the net again to burn himself? We'll see anyway. Ian says, don't like Medvedev's game, but it's very effective on the surface. It is. He's definitely very effective. It's like, oh, double fault from Medvedev. That's the first double fault of the day. Lexi says, come on, Medi. Full stop. Lexi. Are you doing that because I want Kyrgios to win? Which is fine. So out wide, forehand, clips the baseline, then goes into out, comes to the net. Kyrgios volleys at the backhand of Oh, he volleys to the backhand of Medvedev and bravely leaves the backhand pass. And luckily for him, it does go long. He's got a break point here. Zero says, I like watching Medvedev due to his unorthodox style. Yeah, he's different, right? And I also like that he's trying to change his game. Like he's changed the return position. He's come to the net more today as well. I rate his. I really rate him. Whether you think he's aesthetically pleasing is a different story. Anyway, second serve, massive backhand return. He does get the break. Wow, 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 wow. He does get the break. Huge backhand return. Medvedev, I mean, he's too hot to handle. He breaks 3-1. Well, it's just time to break. It is. Oh, so he's telling the umpire. Okay, so if this is true, which I can't believe he didn't know this. He thought it was legal to run over the net, smash it. An ace for Kyrgios out wide, 15 love. Great Hot Dog says, yeah. Medvedev pulled his racket back for his ground strokes, but Kyrgios barely even has a unit turn on his backhand. You know it's Kyrgios by looking at his play style. Very short return from Medvedev. Massive forehand from Kyrgios. Easy win across court. Yeah, also, he's got a very extreme grip as well, the Great Hot Dog. Like, his grip is crazy, Medvedev. It's so, like, acute. Oh, what a serve volley. Wow. Serve out wide, comes forward. It's a drop volley. It's beautiful from Kyrgios. Wow. Yeah, Samsonov is serving for the first set against Tomjanovic 5-3. Oh, underarm is out. He goes underarm through the legs. First serve. It's out. Anyway, second serve. 40 love. Goes into the forehand, into out, backhand to backhand. Up the line goes. Oh, what a backhand from Medvedev down the line. 40-15. Right, 40-15. Oh, he's just missed the first one. He's got to close out here, though. Put the underarm serve behind him now and just don't even worry about that. Goes into the backhand. Or forehand goes long. No, it's got the baseline. Backhand to backhand. Oh, no, he's gone down the line and he's missed it by quite a bit. He needs unreturnable and ace here because he's starting to flag a little bit at the back end of this service game. He's starting to flag. Remember as well, when he broke in the first set, he got broken back straight away. He needs to avoid that because that's just carnage, right? It needs to hold here. Good serve on the tee. Oh, there we go. Unreturnable. Told you. Needs it. Accessed it. Very good serve. And the return from Medvedev goes into the net 4-1. Surely he's not far off from taking the set and taking a 2-1 lead. Lexi says, what are you doing, Medi? Get yourself together. Do you not like Kyrgios, Lexi? I'm getting the feeling. Lex says, I like Nick, just not today. Very good. Right, let's have a look. Who are you guys voting for, actually, by the way? Who have you been voting for? It was in favor of Medvedev. Now I'm pretty sure it's in favor of Nats 51%. Kyrgios, wow. Ivan says Kyrgios could have achieved so much more in his career. Such a shame. Yeah, he could. Look, I mean, he's still got time, right? So let's see. I personally think if he doesn't win a slam, I'm not saying he's going to win the US Open. I'm just saying if he doesn't win a slam before he ends his career, I think it would have been it would have been disappointment, I think. And that's why when he made the Wimbledon final, I'm like, oh, but obviously he came up against Djokovic. What do you want to do, eh? But now he's made a final. He did say during the US Open that he's had a taste of it. That's why he's now mentally has this competitive nature now. Like that first set tiebreaker, Kyrgios of old is tanking that first set tiebreaker big time. Or second set ace, 15 love, second serve ace, or even. Right, 15 love, second serve. Oh, into out forehand from Kyrgios. Then goes backhand cross, backhand to backhand here. Down the line goes Kyrgios. Forehand on the stretch from Medvedev. Comes to the net. Oh, volleys down the line. Wow. 15-all. Crazy. Beautiful volley, I have to say. Right, 15-all. Goes into the backhand. What a backhand return. Oh, he's turning it on. Wow. He's starting to read the serve. That's the difference. Moves beautifully across there. What a backhand return into win. Crunches it down the line. 15-30. It's damn good. Well, first serve into the net. Second serve. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand down the line. Comes to the net again. Oh, that's... I mean, that is... that's suicidal. Goes backhand cross return and then tries to come... Charges to the net. But, I mean, he's... The return's not good enough. Zero finds. I think Wimbledon did nick a lot of good. Agreed. Oh, missed return goes long. So 40-30. And I agree with the Ivan. He could have achieved so much more. His tennis IQ is out of this world. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. It's all to do with mentality, right? It's all to do with his mentality, I think, and how he's approached the game. Good serve on a tee. Backhand to backhand here. Can Kyrgios take the juice? Slice. Into the net from Kyrgios. Right, this is the crucial one, I think. If he takes the 5-2, I think he wins the set. It's a massive game coming up now for Kyrgios. He's put himself in a position to win this set. So he needs to hold, right? Just needs to hold. Easy. Lexi says, who are you rooting for Zan to take this match? To be honest with you, I really, Lexa, Kyrgios is one of my favorite players to watch, but I really like Medvedev as well. But I'm going to go Kyrgios. I'd like Kyrgios to win. We'll see. Slice it out wide, and then an easy volley for Kyrgios. Really good volley as well behind Medvedev as well. He's done that really well. He's volleyed behind Medvedev because Medvedev is so good laterally. So that means so good side to side defensively. But if you go behind someone, it's very, very hard unless they read it, which Medvedev hasn't been, then it's good. Great Hot Dog says Kyrgios is getting excited. Needs to calm down, Law. Serve volley again. Oh, gets a bit fortunate. Gets a bit fortunate there. Clips top of the net cord. Makes its way in. And the forehand for Medvedev goes into the net. 30 love. Guys, remember to hit that like button and subscribe as well if you're new. Also, if you're a subscriber or if you're new, you can also join the channel. We do have membership options as well with some cool perks, so check it out as well if you don't mind. Good serve, second serve down the middle, tries to serve volley. The volley isn't good enough though. He volleys straight at Medvedev's backhand side and he passes him down. That's a great passing shot from Medvedev. He should know. He knows not to approach the backhand unless it's a very good approach. Beautiful winner, though. 30-15. All right, here we go. 30-15. Big point coming up. Goes down the tee. Short return. Goes. Oh, he's done it again. He's approached the backhand again. And guess what? He's got past again. He goes down the line with the forehand. It's a ridiculously good backhand pass cross court from Medvedev. But why is Kyrgios approaching his backhand again? Like, how many times have I said this in this match? It's just carnage. The thing is, what he's done is he's creamed the forehand and hoped that's enough. And it was special from Medvedev, but it's a bit like, come on, you should know this. 30 all. Served on a tee. Great serve. Short again. This time approaches the forehand. There we go. Easy volley. Oh my god, magic. What? Who knew that would be? Who knew that would help? So he goes forehand, cross court, approaches the forehand, and the forehand is right at him, and it's a good volley in the end. Good volley, but yeah, much, much easier volley. Right, 40-30 game points take him to 5-2. Massive serve out wide. Backhand return goes wide. So it is 5-2. And he's one game away from this third set, Kyrgios. I'm interested now. I'm interested. I said it would be Nick in 5. Who knows? Could he do it if he wins this set? Could he do it in 4? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Zerafine says Nick is such a joy to watch when he's dialed in. When he's dialed in, I mean, there's not many players that are better to watch. Right, so wow. Let's have a look. 5-2. One game away. Medvedev will serve to stay in the set. 17 aces for Medvedev, 14 for Kyrgios. Interesting. Right, so Hmm. 5-2. have a look. Or how we're going to go here now. Medvedev goes down the tee. Well, Kyrgios will surely try to push him now. Yeah, okay. Second serve charges forward. Kyrgios on the backhand return goes long. Tried to go chip and charge there. You can tell. It's fine. I mean, he's conserving energy, I guess, as well. Good serve out wide. Backhand goes long. Lex says, now that Medi is playing, I just realized that I didn't hear much about him from the US Open, considering he's a defending champion. That's true. I think the issue is, Lexi, is that there have been so many different champions every year, and no one's defended the US Open on the men's side since 2008, which was Roger Federer, right? Won it 5 times in a row. Since then, kind of different winning each year. I think that might be why. Forehand on the line from Kyrgios, and into out goes Kyrgios. Comes to the net, dinks it. Backhand from Medvedev, passes him easily. So 40-love. This is a very clean service game so far from Medvedev. Zero Finance says that's true, Lexi. A bit odd, to be honest. I guess the other thing is, which this shouldn't be the case, and obviously would be very wrong if it is, it could be the fact that he's Russian. And obviously there's the whole kind of political stuff going on. So could be that as well. Anyway, massive serve out wide from Medvedev from the ad side. He does hold 5-3. Easy hold to love. Now it's up to Kyrgios. Can he hold here? Lexi says, not much hype, I meant. If Emma was still playing, she would have been plastered all over New York City. But you have to remember, though, right, Lexi, is that she won as a wild card. She's really young. She does a lot of interviews. Like, she kind of fits the profile in terms of, like, look and stuff. Medvedev's a bit of an enigma. He's not really, he's very different, right? Which is not a bad thing. And I agree with you. I think maybe he should have been. But as I said, the political situation as well, I think it's not helped the case as well. Would have been interesting to see whether he was, if everything was fine. But anyway, forehand exchange here. A massive from Kyrgios up the line. Wow, that is huge. Goes for broke and it works. Goes for broke and he absolutely crunches it down the line. 15-love. He's potentially 3 points away here from the third set. First serve goes long, second serve here. Lex says, I'm no Medi fan, but I think he deserves more. Agreed. Oh, double fault. Oh, no. Not the double fault syndrome. Get out of your system. I thought you'd got out of system. Lex says, yes, Fazan, that could be it too. They don't want to sell the pot. Yeah. Unfortunately, and it's not really fair, but yeah, it could be. Massive surge on the tee from the juice side. 30-15. That's ace number 15 for Nick Kyrgios. 18 for Daniil Medvedev today so far. So he's 2 points away potentially. How much would he pray and hope for 2 massive serves now, eh? Oh, he does find one. It's a huge serve down the tee. Swerving away from the lanky arm of Medvedev, who manages to somehow get a racket on it, but doesn't get over the net. So 40-15, he's got 2 set points here. This has been a very good set from Kyrgios. Massive serve down the tee. Then goes drop shot. Medvedev gets there, though. Dinks it. Oh, he dinks into the net. So he does take the set 6-3. I have to say, after that really stupid, attempt not attempt, a stupid, running, around the net and then smashing it and then realizing, oh, damn, actually what I'm doing, like, that's a foul shot, and saying, oh, I didn't realize, I thought it was legal, and me going ballistic. Since then, he's played some really good tennis. I mean, the way he's come to the net, he's basically done similar to what he did in the first set, but being a bit more clinical, actually, in a way. Second set, he kind of went away from that and not losing it. I mean, the double faults didn't help in the second set when there were 3 double faults in the game, and that's why he got broken. Obviously, he lost, there was just the one break in that second set. In terms of, like, cumulatively, there was one break of serve. So, look, he's 2 sets to 1 up now. The question is, can he win the next? And the next set, for a lot of people, will be crucial because obviously, well, in the sense that obviously if Kyrgios wins it, he's going to win the match. But if he doesn't win the next set and it goes to 2 sets all, a lot of people, no doubt, right? A lot of people in the 5th set will be thinking Medvedev will outlast him. I'm not sure because fitness-wise, he seems okay, Kyrgios, but we'll see. Lex says, I'm driving to work, but chatting and listening as the traffic is really bad due to the heavy rain. No problem at all. Thanks, Lexi. Appreciate it. Yeah, here in the UK, there's the massive thunderstorms. I think they've just finished the thunderstorms. I don't know. It might still be raining, though, but it's crazy. Jeffrey says, I'm thrilled Serena lost. Why? A bit harsh. What's up with the hate? Look, Jeffrey, I'm sure you're a really nice guy, but she's still a goat, right? Why would you want to? I don't know. You know, whatever people want to think. Guys, remember to hit that like button, please, and subscribe if you're new as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Because I think some new names. I think Ivan, are you new? I don't think you. And the Great Hot Dog. I don't know. Has he been on before? Great Hot Dog and Ivan, I think, are new. So yeah, if you are new, do remember to hit that subscribe button. Really does help us out, and obviously do hit the like button as well. Thank you guys. Liking and subscribing just helps us to grow a lot, and we are growing. So we'd like to make some substantial growth, and I guess accelerate that growth during the US Open, and you guys can help out with that. So appreciate it. Thank you so much for getting involved as always. Ivan says, who do you like on the women's side? Garcia's on fire. Yeah, Garcia is, obviously won Cincinnati. It's difficult because a lot of people think, okay, if you win Cincinnati, then okay, well, that's a very similar surface. They use the same balls, which is great. But realistically, we think about it. Okay, Cincinnati, she's had a massive high. Then next thing you know, she's been shunted out onto an outside court at the US Open. Now she's got through those stages, and now she's on the bigger courts. I think the biggest issue for Garcia is her body going to hold up, because she has had issues and niggles in the past, like during tournaments. So let's see, but she's promising. I wouldn't have been surprised if she'd already gone out by this stage, just because she played a lot of tennis recently. So it's been good to see her actually, make a little run. So I've been impressed with her, to say the least, especially the win over Andreescu. I thought Andreescu might be able to win that one, but in the end, her form is just too good at the moment, right? And who's she got again? Because she's got a winnable match, if I'm not mistaken. Or she's got, I don't know, actually. Coco Gauff played really well against Madison Keys. That's a ridiculously good quarterfinal. I'm not sure. I'll probably do a quarterfinal preview for the men's and women's, I'd imagine. After the round of 16 matches, of course. I might do separate videos for specific quarterfinals, if that makes sense. We'll see. Great Hot Dog says, I'm new. I did sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ivan says, yes, I am. Thank you, Ivan. And yeah, do subscribe, Ivan, if you like the content. The Great Hot Dog says, how long have you been posting on your channel? Just under 2 years. It'll be 2 years since September. Yeah. Just under 2 years. So relatively new. And yeah. We've had a lot of different people on the channel as well. Always do. So we've had tennis with Cam Williams on. He came on before the US Open. We've had Gil Gross on multiple times. We've had tennis with Cam on multiple times. We've had the Slice on multiple times. We had Game to Love podcast on once as well. We have Amy Lundy, ESPN reporter as well, and writes for Tennis Channel. Had her on as well. She actually does a podcast, the three a tennis show with Gil Gross as well. So yeah, so I had her on as well. She's really nice as well. Really knows her stuff, of course. Interviewed a couple of players, and yeah, just all sorts. Ivan says, I did. Thank you, Ivan. Great Hot Dog said, nice. Yep. Yeah, nice indeed. But yeah, we will be doing, or we have been doing, and at every Grand Slam we try to do at least one live stream commentary per day, at least. And then we also do Masters 1000 tournaments, 500s, 250s, draw previews, post-match analysis, previews for matches as well, where I break it down tactically. I also did a new thing, which actually was a member. So if you become a member, by the way, so Like it has to support the channel. You get some cool perks as well, but the biggest perk from becoming a member is that you can request videos that you want to be made, and as long as it's like a reasonable request, they'll get made. So like Lexi is a member. She asked for like US Open contender profiles. So I did some of them before the US Open, where I just talked about a specific player, broke down like their US Open history, their history on hard courts, notable wins, like how they've played, how I think they're going to play, what's their form coming into the tournament. From a more technical standpoint, how does their game hold up on the surface, etc. So yeah. Zerafine says, what do you think of the Rude Berrettini matchup for Zan? I'll come to that in a second. Massive, massive return from Kyrgios. Serve out wide from Medvedev. Huge forehand return from Kyrgios. And the forehand goes wide from Medvedev. I'm not sure. I think that's a massive 50-50 for me, Zerafine, honestly. Serve goes out wide from Medvedev. Short, though, from Kyrgios. Drop shot from Medvedev. Kyrgios almost gets there, but can't in the end. 15-0. Great drop shot from Medvedev. The thing is, if it was Berrettini from last year, I'm going with Berrettini. But let me have a think. I'll do a quarterfinal preview on it and go into it in more detail. Massive backhands from Kyrgios, goes down the middle, then goes down the line with the backhand as well. Medvedev makes the mistake, goes forehand into the net. It's tough. I don't want to commit to anything right now because I need to think about it from a more tactical and like technical point of view. And obviously I'm wrapped up in this match, but it's a good one. Yeah, I'll definitely do a quarterfinal preview actually. I'll try and do that today during the day actually when I have a break from work. I'll try and record that because that is a really good match. Oh, what a serve by Medvedev out wide. Beautiful ace. Out wide from the ad side, 30 all. Lexi says, yes, let's hear Fazan's thoughts on Matteo Kasper matchup. Yeah. You must be really happy, Lexi, with the Kasper doing so well. Wow. That really popped that serve. It's an ace, 40-30. Kyrgios saying, yeah, that ball just popped up. This time reads the serve, though, goes in the middle of the forehand, then goes into out. Backhand in the middle from Medvedev. Forehand to forehand exchange here. Kyrgios goes massive. Oh, he's didn't need to go that big with it, did he? That was a bit crazy. Could have gone to juice if he'd won that point, but goes huge with the forehand and just misses it. He's starting to read the serve, though, Kyrgios, of Medvedev. It's getting a lot more returns back in, and that's why he might be a little bit disappointed he didn't push him a bit more there, Kyrgios. What's your predictions, guys? Who wins this set? That's what I want to know. Who wins this set? Does Kyrgios take it and then he wins in 4, or does Medvedev take it? We're going to 5. He says, thank you for something. I go back to those videos when I have questions about the technicalities. No problem at all. They're really fun to do, Lexi, actually. It's a really good idea. I think I'm going to do it going forward for Grand Slams, actually. And I might even do it for the ATP Tour Finals. Why not? Because obviously it'll be like their profile for the whole year, right? And we're going to talk about how their year's gone and then also their technical aspects. Oh, good stuff out wide. And then a volley from Kyrgios into the corner. And Medvedev goes into the tram line. So maybe I'll do that. And then talk about their history on like ATP Tour Finals or hardcores or indoors, how they look this year, how I think they might go in terms of who's in their group. Oh, slice from Kyrgios. And interesting. That's very interesting. Good serve, short return, then just slices it. And see, that's an aggressive forehand slice. He just aggressively sliced it into the corner deep. A lot of spin, low over the net. Made it difficult. And that's fine. It's just the loopy slice that he hits sometimes is just really ineffective. He stopped doing it since the end of the second set, so I'm happy about that. Good set on the tee. And the backhand from Medvedev goes into the net. Great Hot Dog says, I know they're very tall, but I'm actually surprised how fast they run. Yeah, they're ridiculous athletes, so for sure. And massive serve out wide from Kyrgios, and the return goes long, 1-1. So 2 Well, I was going to say 2 easy holds, but the hold from Medvedev wasn't super easy, but comfortable in the end. That was a very easy one, of course, to love. So Kyrgios, yeah, I have question marks over how he'll play if it goes to 5 sets. Feel like he might need to get it done this set, but we'll see. Yeah, so in terms of how tall they are, I mean, agreed. I mean, especially Medvedev, right? He's 6'6". I mean, how incredible is he as a mover, right? It's unbelievable. But yeah, these guys are real athletes, and of course, the sports science and everything. And a lot of the players nowadays, like, it's not enough to just be tall and serve big. Like, you need to be able to move. Drop shot from Kyrgios. Drop shot from Medvedev. Oh, it's a chance for Kyrgios to pass Medvedev. He gets there, but flicks it into the net. Lexi says, I'm glad Casper won, but I'm not as entertained as the one I did with Rublev Shapo match. Yeah, that was a great match, wasn't it? Wow. Lexi says Medi, hopefully. I think saying that she thinks Medvedev will win this set. Yeah. See, right? That's an interesting one. Serve. Good return, though, from Kyrgios. Wins the rally. Backhand to backhand. Kyrgios opens up with the entire forehand. What a shot. I mean, Medvedev actually gets there, but it like whizzes past him. That is huge. And this is when you know that Kyrgios is feeling relatively confident because he's unleashing the forehand and it's just so big. Black Dragon says, if Medi loses here, how far does Nadal need to go to be number one? That's a very good question. So he didn't play the US Open last year, so he's just accumulating points, isn't he? Slice from Kyrgios. Slices again into the net. Oh, that's a really good backhand from Medvedev. It's great depth. He's looking at the surface, but I just think it's a great backhand and so deep. Skidded on. As he says, it's skidded on as well. 30-15. Oh, good serve again. Again, reads the return. Sorry, reads the serve. Kyrgios wins the rally. Backhand on the line from Medvedev. Comes to the net. Kyrgios, short ball to attack. Goes, approaches the backhand. Gets away with it because he was so deep into that corner. Even Medvedev can't pass him. 30-all. I think for Kyrgios there, interestingly, so what he's doing, he's reading the serve on the ad side. Medvedev has predominantly gone into the forehand from the ad side, and Kyrgios has read it. The last 2 points, which is the 2 points he's won, has been on that side. Question is, can he win a point on the juice side? We'll see. Zerafine says, Rublev Shapo was great. I enjoyed that a lot. Yeah, I mean, 2 really aggressive players as well, right? Great return from Kyrgios. Then goes into out with the forehand. Backhand is short from Medvedev. Massive forehand. Comes to the net. Leaves the forehand pass. And it's a really good call because it goes long. He's got 30-40. He's got a break point here. Wow. The crowd want Kyrgios to win. You know that. They're cheering him on. I think that will hurt Medvedev a little bit because he's the champion, right? But there's just something about Kyrgios that gets the crowd going. Gets crowds going generally. Right, second serve here. Kyrgios steps in, goes forehand down the middle. Backhand cross from Medvedev. Into the net. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 2-1. He gets the early break in the fourth set. Kyrgios. Little fist bump. He knows that was big. The question is now, can he hold his nerve? If he holds his nerve, he's got the early break. So there's still a lot of work to be done. But if he holds serve, of course, the rest of the set, he will be knocking out the defending champion. Or a little kind of gentle tap, a gentle smash of the racket from Medvedev. He's got the racket in his hand and kind of just hits the floor with it. This has been a really, really pretty high level match, to be honest with you. It really has been between 2 incredible players. Wow, they've given him like 4 towels. Medvedev is... I love Medvedev, man. I love both players. They're just great, great personalities. Lexi says, someone shared the stats about the winners made during the Rublev Shapo match, and they both had the same. Only Rublev was luckier. Yeah, so things, Lexi, right? So it was a final set tiebreaker. Final set tiebreaker is just it's a flip of a coin. In terms of points won, right? I don't know. I haven't had a look, but Shapovalov might have even won more points in the whole match than Rublev, but because of the scoring system, right, he still could have lost, especially because of the final set tiebreaker. So, yeah, it's crazy. It just shows that in tennis, it's about fine margins, but not just fine margins, but about how you also manage a game and points. Sorry, because for example, you can hold serve to love, right, and your opponent could be struggling every game, right, like going to juice, going or and he's saving break points. But if you're both holding, obviously, as I say, it's 4-all, doesn't matter, right? It doesn't. And then next thing you know, you get broken. You're like, hold on, I've just been serving to love, and I've had all those break points. But it's about who's clinical. Good serve out wide, comes to the net, and it's a volley, and the lob goes long from Medvedev. This is interesting that Kyrgios is... So Medvedev has gone back to his deep return position. When did this happen? Is that why it comes to the net again and leaves the return? So this is interesting. So Medvedev, I think this has happened after... Why has he gone back to sitting so deep? Bizarre. So he's serving and volleying. He's going out wide and coming to the net. Lexi says if Medi gets affected by how the crowd is cheering Nick, he's done it. I think he is, though. Mihai says Medvedev for the win, I think. Nice. Lexi says, oh boy. So double fault. And Kyrgios saying, come on, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, exactly. This is really interesting. You know that, though. He's gone back to the deep return position. If you guys are watching, did you notice when this happened? Has it just happened in this game or this set? Or has it happened? Because obviously, I think the first two sets, he wasn't. He was back. Sorry, he was forward. That's a good return there from Medvedev. It works this time. Goes down the tee, Kyrgios. The return from Medvedev is deep down the middle. Kyrgios misses the forehand. Little shake of the head. He needs to stay dialed in here. Really does. It's 30 love up. He burns this game. I mean, it's just carnage. Oh, goes down the tee. Medvedev, I mean, he's not even touching that. So big. Second serve comes to the net. Oh, what a return winner from Medvedev. Passes him cross court with the forehand. He's telling the crowd to get behind him. He's got a warning for swearing, Kyrgios. Right, 30-40, breakpoint opportunity here. Big, big point. Wow, what a serve from Nick Kyrgios down the tee from the ad side. And there's a massive scream of yeah from Kyrgios. The thing is, this is now his match to win or lose. It'll be down to how well he serves. Massive serve down the tee. Medvedev, he charges. So he's got the deep return position. He comes forward. I think what he's doing is, so he's being upright. And I think in this set, he's thinking, let me just go back, try and give him something to think about. So then Kyrgios starts coming to serve and volley, but he just needs to hit his serves, hit his spots, and then he can worry about serving and volleying, etc. But first serve into the net, second serve here. He is up, Medvedev. Yeah. It's good. It's really good from Kyrgios. Big second serve. Drags Medvedev out. The forehand goes wide. He does hold 3-1. That is a massive hold. Really was. To save that break point with that ace down the tee was clutch. Clutch from Kyrgios. Lexi says, I'm so confused by the whole statistical system in tennis. Super low. Lex says, how are these stats being computed if that's the right term? There you go. Backhand to backhand. Drop shot from Medvedev. Kyrgios gets there. Dinks it. And Medvedev easily just pause it back into play. Oh, do you mean like winners? Do you mean Like, as in, like, winners, unforced errors, etc. Lexi, is that what you're asking? Like, how do they come up with the stats for the match? Forehand to forehand. Oh, and Medvedev goes long with the forehand. So Medvedev has to hold, right? Because a double breakdown, I don't see him coming back. So he needs to hold. Every service game is crucial. Zero Fine says there are some shut the F up serves from Nick. Yeah. Come on, Medi, says Lexi, cheering on the Russian. Good serve out wide, and the forehand from Kyrgios goes into the net. I mean, how much would Kyrgios love a double break, right? Just to have that little cushion. Medvedev's so dangerous in the return games. You just always feel like he's there, right? Like he's ready to pounce at any time. He's one of the best returners on tour. Second serve, backhand from Kyrgios is really good. Medvedev though does well. Oh, but not well enough. Does well to get that back into play, but Kyrgios absolutely crunches the forehand cross court 30 all. That is huge. That is massive. I mean, flipping heck. Crazy. Let's see, what are you guys saying in the votes? 51% Kyrgios still. Oh, so he actually moved to the middle Kyrgios. It would have been an ace if he'd made that serve, maybe, because he went out wide. Second serve. Backhand from Kyrgios is massive. Oh, wow. Second serve into the backhand. He crunches the into-out backhand. He's telling the crowd to get behind him. It's funny, right? Because this is a battle for the crowd. Kyrgios was doing it at the start, and then Medvedev has been trying to get the crowd behind him. He's the champion. They have to a degree, but Kyrgios has been the one. Backhand cross return from Kyrgios. Then goes massive with the cross-court forehand. Break point, and he takes it. He shakes his head and says no. He says no. He says, you're not... Oh, you know what? He's saying to Medvedev, no, you're not taking the crowd. You're not taking this match. This is mine. He is dialed in. Wow. This is crazy. Wow. I said Kyrgios in 5. Maybe I should have said Kyrgios in 4. At the moment, he's 2 games away here. He's going to serve for 5-1. He's got the cushion. I said, how much would he love to have a cushion? He's got that double break cushion now. This is crazy. This is a crazy good performance. And I have to say, Medvedev hasn't played badly, to be honest with you. He hasn't. Wow. Medvedev serves not overrated. That's really good. I think Kyrgios has just read it. I think what's happened is he's got a little bit... I think maybe been a bit predictable at times with the serve today, and he's read it really well. He's been very intelligent, Kyrgios. Like says, you shared an interesting point earlier about the Rublev-Shapo match. Yeah, thank you. Like says, OMG, Nick is so fired up. Kyrgios is dominating. Yeah. Wow. Guys, remember to smash that subscribe button and do. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. And if you're new or older, into that like button as well. Thank you. Serving for 5-1 here, Kyrgios. Massive serve out wide. Ace to start off. 15 love. Goes down the tee, comes to the net, serve volley, leaves it, shouldn't leave it. Shouldn't leave it. It's a winner from Medvedev. 15-0. Wow. He's been pretty good with the leaves, to be fair, but that time it wasn't. Goes Again, comes to the net. Volley into the net. Oh, no. Serve out wide. Volley into the net. He needs to... If he gets broken back here, then you're like, oh, alarm bells needs to go full throttle. He's 2 games away. If he holds, he'll be 1 game away. He needs to hold here. Because with him, you just know how volatile he can be. And he hasn't really been volatile for the last couple of months, but just know it can happen at any moment. Second serve. Here you go, backhand to backhand here. Kyrgios goes down the line. Slice forehand from Medvedev. Comes down the line with the forehand, comes to the net. Doesn't need to hit the volley. Leaves it this time, and it is the right decision. The backhand goes wide. 30-all. Wow. I mean, that's gutsy. That was very gutsy to win that longer rally. That's crazy. So needs a couple of big first serves. It needs them. I mean, unreturnable, an ace, anything. That's what we'll be looking for. Just got to go for broke on the first serve. No, he doesn't. He goes out wide. Comes to the net. But the thing is, he went out wide and it dragged Medvedev out. He's got that deep return position again. Goes into the net, Medvedev. So 40-30. I think maybe standing up wasn't really working for him. He found himself 2 sets to 1 down and said, let's just go back to what I know works. Or has worked in the past against pretty much everyone else. Good serve on the tee. It's an ace. Oh, wow. Clutch serving. Clutch serving from Kyrgios down the tee. 5-1. He's 1 game away. He is 1 game away from this match. This is crazy stuff. Or Medvedev smashing the ball against the billboards. He's not happy. He's not a happy bunny. Oh, he starts off with an ace, Medvedev. 15 love. And that is pure frustration, I think, from Medvedev. Pure frustration. First serve into the net. Second serve here for Kyrgios to have a look at. Yeah, Jerome says mad thing. Yeah, I mean, if he can't lose from here, but you just never know with Kyrgios. Second serve, backhand cross into the net. So 30 love. Because he'll have what? He'll have 5-2, 5-4. So you have 2 opportunities to serve for the match. If he somehow, doesn't do it the first time, he'll have a second chance. But surely he's got to try and do it straight away, right? I mean, don't even bother about... Even now, if he can break now, even better. Maybe they're obviously serving to stay in the match here. Backhand to backhand. Slice from Kyrgios and backhand from Medvedev goes into the net. So 30-15. Been reading the serve a lot better, Kyrgios, from the third set onwards. I mean, he wasn't doing too badly anyway from the first set, but wasn't able to read it as well. You can see there, read that serve. It would have been a return winner, actually, but it's a fault. Second serve into the forehand. Tips the baseline. Then goes down the line with a backhand. Forehand to forehand here. Kyrgios just overcooks the forehand. And it is 40-15, so 2 game points for Medvedev. Jerome says, I love how Kyrgios' jarring game has the ability to penetrate a well-drilled champion. Yeah. I mean, talent. And also not just talent, though. He's been working hard the last few months. It's made a big difference. His conditioning's there. He's been playing a lot of matches. He's got the form. Obviously made the Wimbledon final. And if he's someone who wants to be taken seriously to actually be a contender at these events, he needs to have that in the bag, right? And really play at events and go deep in events and then actually push forward, right? And practice a lot. And he has been doing it. So that's why we're seeing a performance like this. Double fault from Medvedev. So 40-30. I think he'll hold. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. So it goes along with the first serve. Medvedev second serve here for Kyrgios to have a look at. Oh, wow. That is special. Second serve into the backhand. Steps in, crunches the backhand return down the line for a clean winner. And what he's done in this second set is he's attacked the second serve. He's read it really well. He stepped in the previous well, the first 2 sets, he was a little bit more tentative to kind of step in on the second serve. Hasn't really, no worries about that at all at the moment. Juice, massive serve from Medvedev, clutch serving to get himself out of trouble there. Advantage. Yeah, Jerome says slapping backhand. Yeah, for sure. Medvedev goes out wide, so he does hold 2 aces, get the job done for him in the end. So Kyrgios will serve at 5-2 here. Kyrgios says, go on, Kyrgios. The question is, does he hold here now? Does he hold? Surely he's got to. I mean, it'd just be crazy. He's done so well to get himself in this position. He's now just going to pray first serve after first serve after first serve. Things he wins this, he's going to have Khachanov next. After that, he'll play, if he was to win against Khachanov. Sorry, if he wins today, right? If he wins today, he'll play Khachanov next in the quarterfinals, right? If he wins against Khachanov, he'll play either Ruud or Berrettini. I mean, that's in the semi-finals. Whoever wins this probably make the final. No? Do you know what I mean? I would back Kyrgios against Ruud or Berrettini and Khachanov, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. We'll see. My dream is a Nadal Kyrgios final because Nadal's my favorite player. Kyrgios is like my second favorite player. But I'd be a bit weird watching it though because I feel like even though I'd want Nadal to win, I'd want Kyrgios to get a slam. Like I feel like if he doesn't finish his career with winning a slam, it's a bit of a disappointment. I don't know if he will because we just don't know how many events he's going to play, how deep he's going to go, and all that other stuff, and that's why he hasn't. But we'll see. Jerome's underarm match point, lol. No question, says Kadir. Berrettini versus Kyrgios is an interesting matchup. Nadal Kyrgios final would make the world go wild. Yeah, agreed. Well, it's probably the best final you can get, right? I'd imagine, apart from maybe Nadal Medvedev one. But anyway, Kyrgios serving for the match here at 5-2. Goes down the tee. Good return from Medvedev. And yeah, drop shot from Kyrgios. Doesn't execute it well enough. Medvedev would have got there. It's just whether he was able to get it over the net. Love 15. He needs some big serves here, man. He needs some unreturnals. He needs some aces. Goes out wide. He does get an unreturnable. Massive serve out wide. 15-0. Oh, really? Caduceus, but I do think TFO will take him out. Wow. Okay, you think TFO will beat Nadal? That's a big call. But you know what could happen? With the crowd and everything as well, let's see why not. Massive serve on the tee. Drop shot this time. Oh, Medvedev gets there. Return drop shot. Kyrgios passes him cross court. 30-15. He is 2 points away from this match. This is unbelievable. Caduceus TFO with the crowd support is deadly. Big serving. Solid ground strokes with great net game. Lex says, oh, Medi. Oh, Medi. Oh, Medi. Average rally length has been 3.5 shots. Wow. Massive serve out wide from Kyrgios. He's got 2 match points. Oh, wow. Massive serve out wide from the ad side. Medvedev not able to get to that. What a... Wow. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, he does it with an ace down the tee. Nick Kyrgios. Wow, what a win. What a win. He takes down the defending champion, Daniil Medvedev, the reigning US Open champion. Oh, he knocks out the top seed and he wins 6-7, 6-3. Sorry, 7-6, 3-6, 6-3, 6-2 in ridiculous fashion. I mean, that is ridiculous. Wow. 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 What a win. What a win. I mean, wow. Flipping hell. What have I just watched? I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, what the hell? The way he's done that is just. I mean, he's all not brushed him aside. He's definitely not brushed him aside, but he's beaten him like I don't know. He's beaten him like he's a Hatchanov. Like it's ridiculous. He's not. He's the best player in the world, ranking wise. He's the reigning champion. He's arguably the best hardcore player for the last 18 months, and he just brushed him aside. Like I mean, it was a competitive match, no doubt, but in that fourth set, I mean, that was just carnage, absolute carnage. Fantastic though, fantastic win for Nick Kyrgios, and I want to hear the interview. Wow, yeah, the commentator saying he had the unbelievable from Kyrgios, and he extends his head-to-head to 4-1 against Medvedev as well. Wow. Why do they keep on talking about the Laver Cup? Just relax. I heard someone say this. I wasn't here listening to commentary, but someone said it's on my Laver Cup. Just shut up. Lexi says, good luck with TFO. I disagree about the crowd. They will be with Rafa for sure. Do you think? I don't know. Maybe 50-50? He's doing this to one of the best returners on tour. Yeah, ridiculous. And the way he returned as well is great in the third and fourth sets. We'll go through the stats in a second. This is hometown hero. No, Zero Fine says, what can he do? What can he not do when dialed in? Gretch says, I missed the game, but this was the next big best thing. Thanks. No problem at all, Gretch. Thanks. Guys, everyone that tuned in, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Remember to hit the like button. Do subscribe as well if you're new. And yeah, if you want to get involved with memberships and obviously with cool perks and stuff, let me know. But hold on, let me know. Just he's talking about the smash, saying he thought it was legal. He said, I look like an idiot. First ever quarterfinal at the US Open. Wow. Huh? Wow. He's one of the most matches won on tour since the French Open. Like he says, congrats, Nick. Well done, Medi. Yeah. He says, would love to see analysis post-game on your channel. I think there's a lack of that in the YouTube tennis scene. Just my 2 cents. I do analysis post-match. Kadir? Have you not watched them? I do post-match all the time. I do a lot of previews, to be fair. When I do streams, it's hard to do post-match straight away, but go on. I'll see if after this if I can do one quickly and upload it. Why not? But yeah, I do. I try to do post-match stuff as well because I like to do analysis on it and break it down, especially if I've watched it. Alex says this is heartbreaking for many, but kudos to Nick. Agreed. This is maybe getting people on to discuss. Post-match is difficult to get people on to discuss because you need to kind of like obviously, you don't know whether a match is going to be great or not. So yeah, it's interesting. Greg says, this is the first time I've listened. I find your commentary very spontaneous, infecting, and informative, preferable to the networks. I'll listen another time. That's really kind, like genuinely. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. If, like Gretch, you enjoyed this, please do hit the like button if you don't mind and do subscribe. It does help us out a great deal to help us grow, and obviously it doesn't cost you anything. If you do want to support us further, you can do so by, of course, hitting that join button for some cool perks as well. Lexi says, thank you for that. No problem at all, Lexi. And Faturat says, I was hoping for Medvedev to win. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were. It's a surprise, no doubt. I mean, look, it's great win, but Yeah, crazy. Zero Francis, thanks for the company, Fazan. I gather you'll do Rafa's match tomorrow. That's not a definite. I'll be trying to. But I have to see. To be 27 years to be dedicated. Yeah. Wow. I mean, to be honest with you, this is fantastic win. Well, let's quickly go through the stats, then we'll wrap it up. So I was just listening to obviously Kyrgios' interview because his interviews are interesting, right? And they're engaging. Okay, should we? Do you want to look at set 4? I don't think we need to. Do we? Let's look at the whole match stats. I think. So ace is 22 to 21 in favor of Medvedev, and that wasn't a surprise. We knew it was going to be an ace fest, really, because both guys serve so big, so accurately, especially first serves. It's just crazy. Double faults, 2 for Medvedev, 7 for Kyrgios. Of course, there was that crazy game where he served 3 in a row, but didn't come back to hurt him. Luckily for him, obviously lost that set, but in the end, 1 in 4. First serves made. I mean, this is a ridiculous stats. That's 70% as someone like. Let's think about how good a serve he's got. To serve it at 70% of the time, your first serve is just ridiculously good. 59% for Medvedev. First serve points won, very good for both at 74 and 75% respectively. And second serve points won, 44% for Medvedev and 46% Kyrgios. So actually slightly edged those stats, whereas I think it was at the end of the second set when we're looking at it, Medvedev was actually in front in that. Breakpoint save 5 out of 8. So just showed how clutch he was, especially that breakpoint save in the last set, the fourth set. He saved it at 30-40 at ace down the tee. Some great serves. When it's unforced errors, 49 to 19. I mean, I think this really highlights the fact that both players played some really good tennis. Medvedev didn't play badly, and I think one of the commentators said that the racket was taken out of his hand when I kind of tuned in to the post-match straight after. And it's true, it was. I mean, look at that, 49 winners to 19 unforced errors. I mean, to lose a match playing that well, it just shows the level that was on show, right? On display. 53 winners to 37 unforced errors for Kyrgios. Net points won. It was good to see Medvedev try and change it up at times when it comes to the net, and it wasn't always successful. I mean, 10 out of 17 net points won at 59%. For Kyrgios, 29 out of 47 at 62%. Obviously a bit better there. And definitely a tactic that he needs to utilize against someone like a Medvedev, and should be using against other players, because honestly, if people have deep return positions and they're going to stay there, then he should be utilizing it, and people can't pass as well as Medvedev. There's not many. Him and maybe Nadal. Obviously, Djokovic isn't playing, or you say Djokovic in the bracket. But apart from that, against a Khachanov or Berrettini or Ruud, he should be winning a lot of free points like that. If they're going to sit back, that is. And Ruud will. If he plays someone like a Ruud, they will sit back. And he should be utilizing that. And distance covered, about the same for both. So, look, I mean, it was a fantastic match to watch. I will do a post-match breakdown because Kadir has asked it. And if you do want actually specific videos, by the way, requests, obviously you can just ask. And if I can do it, I'll do it. But you will most likely definitely get a video of your choice if you become a member. Basically, that's one of the perks is member requests, and you can request certain types of videos, and then I'll do my best to do it. Especially if it's like a specific like videos for like a tournament or whatever, then yeah, I'll do my best to do it, and obviously try and fulfill those obligations, especially to people that are members. But even if you're not, then of course I'm happy to listen, and feedback's always welcome. So appreciate it. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. Remember to stay safe and well. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow for another live stream, another commentary. Really enjoyed it. I mean, this is a fantastic match to watch, and I'm extremely happy that. I would have been happy if Medvedev won. If the level of tennis shown today resulted in Medvedev winning, it still would have been an incredible match to watch. So. Thank you so much, guys. Stay safe and well, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow for another live stream. Otherwise, I'll be doing a day 7 roundup of the matches, and then I'll start doing quarterfinal previews. I'll try and do some post-match analysis as well. So I'll do one for now for MEDVEDEV KYRGIOS. So yeah, loads of content. Make sure you hit the notification bell to get alerted. Thanks so much, guys. Stay safe and well.